Welcome to week 8 of E-League United. First off, I'd like to congratulate Hex Tech on 200 kills. Uh, myself, casting today, I am Seta, and my ever partner, always with me, the great and wonderful Ruckus. How are you doing today,
What's up,
Ruckus?
guys? I'm doing well. Ready to watch some good League of Legends play tonight between these two teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Now today's match has some heavy playoff implications as Wardens of the North need to go 3-3 over the next 2 weeks in order to make playoffs. So they really need to take some games off the heavy favorites of tonight's match, the Grand Canyon Angels. So as we head into game 1, what are you expecting to see in the opening match of the series from our underdogs?
Um, I expect them that War will put Karis on a heavy carry in the bot lane, and they'll try and play through mid and bot to push advantages against GCA. Really need to see what they draft though for further speculation.
Yeah, I'm also expecting some heavy prioritization, on mid lane. Get the carries on the bot as well. Really looking for, putting their playmakers on something that they're going to be able to do something with. Um,
Yeah, I agree with you because Karis definitely has the ability to take a game over and hard carry if he can get fed kills. Yes.
and yeah, we can see it now. So looking at draft coming in, we're looking at Leona and Vex Band from Wardens of the North with an Aphelios and a Thresh coming in from Grand Canyon Angels. Not surprising bands so far. The Twisted Fate and the Victor coming out. Uh, Not surprised at all to see the Victor. Really, really powerful champion right now in the preseason, and GCA's mid laner is loving that so far.
And we go ahead and get some Fs in the chat for Spanaway. No Leona, game one.
Yeah, I probably expect to see that first ban coming through every game. A Nunu hover here and locked in, so Nunu most likely jungle here for Grand Canyon Angels. Uh, I like the Nunu pick, a lot of gank potential. We'll see how he plays it.
Toasty plays a ton of Nunu, so I'm not surprised either. It's a really strong pick. He has a lot of comfort on it, but it leaves Vi open for Wardens, but they do take Volibear. That could be a flex though.
Yeah, it could be top, most likely jungle, especially with the Tom Kench now locked in. So we got Tom Kench top, Volibear most likely in the jungle. So no Vi this game. Actually, pretty surprised. It's been heavy prioritized and a very strong champion over this week's games. Here in the preseason seems really strong. We'll see
Maybe
what.
we can hold out if Violet Cap locks in Vi top. I doubt it though.
Yeah, I doubt we see the Vi top. If I was gonna play Vi top, I'd probably pick it earlier so to hide your jungle pick so you don't know it's going top. But um, we can hope. So Braum coming in, also not very surprising. Lot of uh, high priority on Braum this week. We've seen it do really well this week in games already. Caitlyn, super popular ADC, very strong right now. High priority pick. Surprised it did not get picked up earlier, honestly, with how strong this pick's been. But they must have really wanted to get that new pick locked.
Yeah, and Wardens were looking to just go ahead and get their beefy front lines picked out. They do go ahead and lock in the Samira for Karis, who he can pilot this champion very well, and especially with the frontline setup that he has right now.
Yeah, he's got a lot of frontline, a lot of safety with going in with a lot of follow up from Volibear and Tom Kench can follow up and eat him, save his life a little bit. Got a Mordekaiser ban coming through. Not wanting to see that into the Tom Kench. Played that matchup myself, didn't go well. But we'll see. Not the greatest top laner here, but we'll see how this
I
goes
I
forward.
uh, I sympathize with you.
Yeah. Pike from GCA, followed by an Ornn from Wardens, and then the Nautilus from GCA. So a lot of heavy tanks on the last ban here, or not surprising, can really take a team getting the late game, just give them huge power spikes. Nautilus super strong in the support role right now. And we're going to see a Rakan support coming through and a Gnar potentially from Grand Canyon Angels. They're holding it. I would they more than likely lock this in, but Gnar would do pretty well into the Kench with having range, and the hop not going to get run down as easy.
I'm kind of surprised that they are putting Violet on the Gnar when he has a lot of playtime on Darius, and Darius and a Tom Kench is a favorable matchup. But I suppose they wanted the setup more from Mega Gnar.
Yeah, maybe they're looking more for team fights. Maybe they don't think Darius that strong. Mid lane's getting locked in the last year. We got a Cassiopeia on the side of Grand Canyon Angels. Very hyper carry pick with a Vigor coming in. Love Vigor. I think he's pretty much always good, in my opinion. It's just all about how you play it coming in. So I'll be excited. I actually like that matchup on the side of Cassiopeia a little better. Veigar can kind of stay away from her pretty easy, but she's got a lot of burst potential, and Veigar is very squishy. So we'll see going into game one how this one plays out. What are you looking at this draft right now? What are you thinking? Who's looking favorable in your eyes, Ruckus?
Um, I have to kind of lean towards Wardens of the North, and that's not to knock GCA's draft at all. I think they have a very solid draft, and they're heavy favorites in this match for a reason. I think that they could probably pilot the draft that they got just fine, but just looking at the setup that War has for the Samira and the Vigor, it looks really hard for GCA. Um, but we'll have to see how it plays out. But there's just a lot of protection right now for this Samira and Vigor to get plenty of damage off in team fights. So
Yeah, I think
we'll just
GCA
have to see.
really. Yeah, I agree. I think GCA really needs to win some lanes. If this goes even into team fight stages, I totally agree. Beefy front line, a lot of engage tools on the side of Wardens. I like they got a go comp. They've got a lot of tower dive potential, a lot of follow up, a lot of CC from the Rakan. And the Volibear, even the Tom Kench with a lot of damage follow up from the Samira, especially if she can kind of get to that three items that she needs. So we'll have to see how laning phase goes, but I'm with you. I think Wardens has a very fun comp. I think they've got a lot of go buttons. That's real compared to the GCA, a lot more disengage, not as many go options. So I which
Right.
I not liking their comp as much. They definitely have, in my mind, potentially a little harder time with the squishies, especially if they can get jumped on, um, like
Yeah,
Caitlyn and Cassiopeia.
that's kind of the problem that I'm seeing with GCA's comp. Wardens can pick and choose any fight that they want, basically, with all the engage that they have. GCA kind of has to they have to play around Meganar and getting that stacked up, and if if they get engaged on and don't have Meganar, then they're at more of a disadvantage. But so
Yeah,
the pressure is definitely on GCA to win some lanes and build some advantages and try to snowball early.
yeah, definitely. I mean, if Cassiopeia can get off to rocking start, I don't imagine Nar is going to be. He's going to have some trouble pulling ahead too much, other than maybe a farm lead on Tom Kench. Man's tanky. Doesn't go down easy, but we'll have to just see how they play it. Caitlyn Braum should do really pretty well early, I would imagine. Pretty safe lane. They're looking with how dominant Kalen's been here lately too. Not too surprising if they do pretty well with their range and their safety. But yeah, once we get into team fights, they don't have a lot of engage options, especially if they're lacking the Meganar. They've got basically a Braum ult, maybe a Nunu up the middle or a flank. That's about all they're really looking like in terms of engage potential. Quite a bit of disengage on their part, which is good. They've got Meganar, they can use that. They got the Cassiopeia ulti, as well as Braum. But I think that Wardens might have too many options with engage for their level of disengage. They don't have I don't think they have enough. So we'll be interested to see how this plays out. going into the mid game, I think is where we'll really start to see Warden's comp start to shine, assuming they don't get pummeled too hard in the early game. But they need to win some games, and I'm liking how they're wanting to do it.
Yeah, I agree. They're coming out here with a very nice draft for game one. They have a lot of options, like we've talked about, to pick and choose the fights they want, how to do it, with plenty of protection for the back line. Um, it's just going to be really hard for GCA to get to the back line of war, but they are heavy favorites for a reason. They won a lot of games, so mm, it's
Definitely.
it's not as much of a disadvantage maybe as we're talking about right now, but we'll
Yeah,
see how it
well,
goes.
yeah, and like we said, if GCA can pull heavily ahead in the early game, especially with you know ganking from Nunu, a little stronger, I would say than Volibear. Volibear does have the tower dive potential, but Nunu's got the a lot more speed and I would say a little better on the gank potential. So we'll just have to see how it goes. We're waiting on our spectator delay right now. We've got another 2 minutes before we hop into game here. Um, so looking, we thinking Wardens liking their comp. Well, it really depend on whether like you were saying, if GCA can get to their back line. Samaria will probably be a little easier to get to since she'll be up close and personal and get looking for those big ulties. But the Veigar might be a little more slippery, so it'll really depend on how they can get there. I'm expecting to see a lot more flanks out of GCA rather than straight up team fighting with the Nunu coming in on the side and possibly even the Nar um, coming in.
Right.
But any thoughts, thinking any shenanigans in the opening game you're thinking about seeing? I think GCA probably doesn't want to fight early. They've got a pretty weak early game with Cassiopeia not being super strong level one, whereas Wardens have I would say a little bit stronger of a level one.
Um,
You expecting any shenanigans?
uh, I would say the option is probably open for Wardens, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was just standard 5 point for both teams. I think Wardens just wanna play this pretty standard to and not try and force anything early and just try and scale and get to late game where their comp is gonna really shine in some team fights. So if I was a betting man, I'd say we're going to be looking at some standard 5 points here, as we are 20 seconds out from spectator delay, and we can get on to the rift.
Yeah, I'm actually super excited for this one with the heavy playoff implications on this. Wardens really needs to win these games to make it a little easier for them moving forward. They got TKK next week, so they really don't want to have to put them in a situation where they need to 3-0. So if they can take at least one, hopefully maybe more for their sake, off of this one. It'll put them in a lot better of a position. As we're loading in now, we'll be able to kind of see an update on what masteries anyone's going. Maybe we'll see some first strikes. I've been itching to try that one. I've been seeing it a lot. Haven't played it yet, but we'll see if anyone's opted for it this time. I would be not too surprised if I didn't see at least one, but with this champ setup, maybe not. But uh, you know, always love a good storyline with the like I said, with the playoffs coming up um, in a couple weeks. Wardens really needs to win it, so I'm expecting them to take every advantage. Maybe they do pull out, maybe not game one, but I expect if they lose game one, we're gonna see some spicy level ones going forward.
That's right.
With
I believe there's just as much on the line for GCA as they're in contention right now for a first round bye. So these games are just as they're not quite as important for War, but they're still important for GCA if they're looking to try and get a week off from League of Legends to try and work on some comps or something else for further playoffs. But
Yeah, just
all the
moving
roads look
forward.
pretty standard so far
Yeah,
for both teams.
yeah, Caitlyn opting for the press was it's not press the attack. What's it called?
It's
The
lethal tempo.
lethal tempo. That's what it is. Didn't use that much last season. So the new updated lethal tempo Predator on Veigar. Been seeing a lot more Predator, especially on these mid laners. So we'll see how that goes. And as we're walking out on the Rift, we'll be able to finally see if anything is going on. Waiting on them to walk out of base right now. Can't see any of the champions.
All
And
right, just
here
getting
we
into
go.
game 1.
Pretty standard starts from both teams on terms of items. And it looks like we've got
All right, it looks like War
yeah.
is gonna go for the level 1 invade. They want to try and get an advantage early.
Yeah, I kind of expected it myself. Looking at they do have a lot stronger of a level 1 Braum stepping up. He might have caught them. I don't know if he can't see them there, but we'll see if he might have caught them earlier as they're walking up. If they can get some CC down on him, he definitely sees
Oh
Veigar.
no.
Oh, he walked back
Oh
in.
no, span
Mistakes.
away.
Oh, started E on the Veigar, man. Super committed to that. That's going to be detrimental early in the lane. They didn't end up getting it. So sad. They did force the flash out, but that's going to be a rough early start for the Veigar with the E.
I the Wardens, they do get the flash there, but a little misplay by Slushy there. If he had been hugging the wall there with the rest of his team, Braum actually got about a second and a half vision because of Veigar walking out of that bush
and
right there.
they're looking at the red buff now. Oh, now, oh no, they're just going to run him down. Can he make it? Doesn't have to blow the flash.
This
Very
is not
close.
how Wardens wanted to start this game at all.
No, they wanted a cheeky level 1 for themselves. Ended up getting pretty chunked on the Volibear. He's probably gonna just have to smite this. Got the Nunu looking for a
Violet
potential
Cap straight
steal.
abandoned Toasty.
Yeah,
Toasty's
I'd
gonna be behind now. They didn't commit to it.
I don't know if he thought maybe he wouldn't leash. Really surprising there that he didn't either stay or call him off. But yeah, he's going to be behind. Nunu does clear pretty fast, so he probably make up the difference. But really, really weird on the Nunu to stay behind that long. Looks like on the bot side we've got Caitlyn Braum pushing in, not unexpectedly, on the Rakan and Samira with the heavy range advantage they have early.
And Violet Cap getting the better of Asparty in the top lane. Got that early level 2 advantage on the Gnar and is forcing Tom Kinch off a lot of that CS.
Yeah, forcing him back, getting still not level 2 yet. Narnar is already level 3, only 3 CS. That is finally hitting level 2 there. Maybe he can pick some of this up, and we're seeing another CS disparity here in the mid lane as well, with Cassiopeia almost double at one earlier at CS with the, like I said, with the Veigar starting W. That's a huge detriment to his wave clear and his farming this early especially. So now he's finally got that. He's catching back up a little bit, but yeah, early back from the Cassiopeia, grabbing a Doran's ring to help out with the mana issues and a little bit of AP and health, but pretty free back on her part.
Ooh, Toasty
Got
Boy
the
possibly looking for a gank mid here.
Yeah, looking
Snowball
for a
just
gank.
expires.
Yeah, we'll see. He's got the cage down, but he got rooted outside it. Oh, he's just dead here. One more E. There we go. First blood. 9-9 forever. Great job. Nice gank coming around the back. Veigar was trying to push that wave up as fast as he could. Didn't have the clear. Couldn't get up there quick enough. A little bit of a fight here in the top lane. They're both just going to walk away, but Gnar definitely getting the better of Tom Kinch in the early game. Violet Cap really using that range advantage. Going in again, getting that grass proc and just walking out as he loses Mega Gnar. Got another looking pick in the jungle here. Volibear forced to flash, goes over the wall. Veigar comes in, Predator, but nothing really to show for it. as Volibear just had to run away. Bot moves up and everyone just walks away, no kills. I'm liking the aggression out of GCA here in the early game.
Yeah, Wars.
Got a big fight coming in. They almost got him. Spanaway had walked just a little too far away, and with the wave pushing in, bot lane took the opportunity to engage. Ignite burn on Rakan, almost got Mudkip there on the, but managed to stay alive. Nunu looking bot now. I don't know that this is a very good opportunity with how low Mudkip is. We're going to see, got a little bit of damage coming down, but looks like he's just going to walk away. With Caitlyn opting not for the fleet of footwork, doesn't have a lot of sustain in lane, so that damage is going to be pretty hard to get back. Didn't start Doran's Blade either, so no Omni heal on the attack, so they're just going to try to base here. We'll see if they let them.
Absolutely so not.
Big gank coming in here for Volibear. He's taking some tower damage. Oh no. Oh, it's falling apart. Volibear.
It's in shambles.
Volibear, a little too close to the tower. Took 2 tower shots. Didn't respect the turnaround damage from the cast. Just got deleted. That is not what you want to see on the side of Wardens.
They really needed to either commit to that or not do it at all, because now Forever is up 2 kills, and he is a high elo player, so it is more than within his abilities to just absolutely take hold of this game and just be able to push that lead into a win for GCA. That's 600 extra gold in his pockets.
Yeah, it seems like every lane right now is really going GCA's way. You've got top pushed in. Bot lane's pretty even. We've seen some trades back and forth. Another engage from Chief Batar going in on Spanaway. A lot of damage coming down as the exhaust comes out. Looking for some damage back on Karis. He's getting super low as well. They're just going to have to walk away from that one. Great engage on the Chief Batar. Didn't end up getting the kill, and ended up taking a little more damage than they wanted to. Nunu, both junglers down here. Volibear looking, walking in, looking for some look. Doesn't have it there, and everyone's just going to kind of walk away. But you know, Warden's in a not great position out here in the bot lane with both members about half HP, and really only Braum looking half Mudkip untouched in that fight. So he's really not looking bad at all. They still got both their flashes on both sides, so maybe not see anything too crazy. Maybe a flash for flash, but yeah, Caitlyn's just gonna push this in now with pretty much no fear that they will pretty much just kill them if they engage at this point. Volibear might be looking again as Nunu is doing Dragon. We'll see Chief looking to go in. Doesn't get the knock up. Volibear's stun comes down on the Braum, and they're just gonna kill him and walk away. A little bit of a skirmish here in the top lane, but everyone walks away as Nunu secures first dragon. They had no idea, and they're just going, oh, Volibear is completely caught out of position. They had no idea they were on dragon, and 3 members pincing him for another death on the jungler.
Yeah, Kapesk did exactly what War needed him to do and helped secure that kill in the bot lane. Really unfortunate though that he pathed back up the river there and came on to Toasty Boy and Forever, and Mudkip was there as well to pick him off and secure another kill for GCA.
Yep, and we look at vision difference right now. 3 control wards down on the side of GCA, 1 in blue jungle, 1 on dragon, and 1 in bot lane. So they've got a ton of vision control down there. So he was in sight pretty much the whole time ever since he left lane. They knew he was coming. As soon as the drag went down, they were ready to turn on him, and with mid pushed in, there was nothing they could really do. Got a gank here from Nunu coming top, looking at getting the Tom Kench, who's just going to jump out of there. Not a lot he can do. He's got Volibear topside to help if he needs it, but Nar now just going to push in the lane.
Nicely played right there by Tom Kench to get out of that. They were not able to interrupt his W, and he gets out for free.
Yep. looking at engaging here now on the side of Tom Kench. Grass proc goes out, getting some good damage. Violet Cap's got no Mega Gnar. Oh, little miscommunication here from Capesk as he ults in as Tom Kench had already decided to walk away, and Volibear goes down again. So that looks like just a straight up miscommunication to me. And with Cassiopeia running up, I don't think that Tom Kench is going to get out. Meanwhile, bot lane, we got Warden's hard diving and picking up 2 kills, both going on Samira. So Warden's now looking like their bot lane is going to end up being their win condition, as Samira's already picked up 3 kills and is now picking up some free farm and some tower plating. So really major disparity here in where the kills are at. A lot of gold on the bot side for Wardens, whereas it's more top side on GCA. Not surprising with the Cassiopeia 999 Forever picking that up. Skirmish here in the top. Ult comes down for Tom Kench. He's going to try to walk him under the turret. Another fight here in the jungle. Tom Kench just going to 1v1 that and walk away. Pretty much no chance for Gnar once the Mega goes away. And Volibear getting super low again and walking the wrong way. He's just going to get blown up by the Cassiopeia. And Vigor just going to drop the gate and get out while he can. 999 Slushy having some trouble against his 999 brother this time with another kill going over to Cassiopeia. I think Volibear really should have ran back into the bush and just got out. Predator comes out. He's going in for the kill. Not quite enough damage.
Very close. Oh,
very close.
No ulti for Vigor there to secure the kill.
Didn't have it. Did the math wrong in his head. He's doing it quick. He probably got to carry a 1. It was real close. Bot lane pushing in now. Surprising they're going to be pushing in so aggressively with how strong the Samira is. Already finishing Mythic with Caitlyn only has boots and partial. Got the Noon Quiver. But
yeah, Kars is just showing out right now. But really, all the kills for Wardens are right where they need to be to put Kars in a position to carry.
Yeah, flash engage by the Rakan, got the knockup. Bramall comes down. Samira's got her ult ready, just needs to get in position. 4 members down here looking to get some kills on this bot lane, put him behind. And Nunu comes down to try to help. Not going to be able to do much, maybe save Span away, and I think he's going to die for his trouble. And
double TP coming in top.
Double TP down. The whole gang's here. I'm not sure about that TP coming up from Gnar. I think that fight was pretty much over at that point. Maybe a little earlier and he could have done something, but great gank. Team early 4-man bot side, focusing where you're fed on the side of Wardens, getting 4-0 and 2 on the Samira, even higher, 20 CS up, and with no return kills.
Very unlucky for
GCA.
Violet Cap. He had Mega Gnar when he was TPing in, but it just timed out right after he TP'd in, and he was left in mini form, so he couldn't clean up that fight for GCA.
Yeah, GCA's got great drag positioning here now, so they did lose the fight, but they are first to drag. Heavy focus on dragons this game so far, with Nunu picking the first one up solo that early, but Wardens just doesn't look like they're going to let them have this one for free. Well, they didn't engage soon enough, so it's pretty free. Got Volibear having to ult out. He's so squishy right now. Tom Kench soon to follow. And GCA winning a fight of their own. Listen, when we've got numbers, GCA says we still win. And
yeah, a little bit of a misplay from Wardens there. They'd already lost the drag. No reason to go in there.
Yeah, looking to get some back here in the bot lane with a bot fight. Braum will most likely go down. But with the Braum stun coming down, Caitlyn picking up that one, and will probably pick up this one too. Not what you want to see. Oh, just
unlucky.
Great play. I think, you know, Wardens probably wanted to get something there after losing that drag, losing that fight. Volibear really far behind right now. Needs to get some farm, get some items. He is so squishy. Opted for the Sheen, which was really
it's really what GCA kind of needed there. Chief Batara got the kill there on Braum, and Mudkip was just able to clean it up, and now he gets to even up the CS disparity in the bot lane, and now has a bounty of his own on his head.
Yeah, real like coming back quick. Didn't take much. 20 CS down. You know, 4 kills down. Now he's 2-2-2. He's all evened up and back with the CS, and has finished his own mythic. Still a little behind in gold. Probably just a little bit though. With another fight coming up top. Violet Cap most likely going to be done in here, as the CC chain from the Tom Kench is just too much. Nunu trying to come in to save him, but with the Vigor roam forcing Nunu to flash, Predator coming out from the Vigor as well to really speed in there, outrun the Cassiopeia, got there first. Ult from Chief coming down, looking to engage, doesn't see much, only gets the Braum, and they're forced to just run out. Not sure that was worth a look there. They're pretty close to their tower. Really need to get on the Caitlyn, be able to get on the Caitlyn if we're going to look for those kind of heavy engage ult plays. But, you know, standing right now, we've got a lot of kills down in the bot lane. Vigor picking up a couple of his own, now 2-1. Really far behind on their jungler. He needs to get some gold under his belt. He's doing pretty well with ganks so far. You know, with his stun, and he's got a decent amount of damage, but not looking for another gank here. I think he W'd maybe a little too early. No, gets the stun off, trying to chain it, doesn't get it. The knock up, and we've got the Cassiopeia just kiting out. Close, not quite. The Kench benches the Cassiopeia just barely. But it does count, and he gets that fat shutdown under his belt. Not quite who you wanted on, but we're seeing 3 kills on Kench is going to be super aggravating as Rift Herald claims the tower mid lane.
Yeah, Tom Kench gets 3 kills there, but GCA gets first tower off the Rift Herald play and are still sitting at about, well, only almost 2k up, even though they are down 1 kill. But they are ahead right now in the objective gameplay, as they are looking to try and get a little more damage on this bot tower.
Yeah, and we are looking at a Mountain Soul this game, so really not wanting, they really need to focus getting these dragons with how tanky Wardens can get. If they start getting a couple mountain drags under, even just 2 or 3 would be a nightmare. With how tanky the Kench and the Volibear and the Rakan can get. Just off of that, but definitely not wanting to give up Soul. But they've had a really good drag priority. They've proved well for it. TPs will most likely be up in time for drag. We've got another 45 seconds on it. Both looks like they're almost up. So it looks like everyone basing right now for this drag fight. Most likely we'll see our next big team fight. Violet Cap getting Mega Gnar already. Most likely we'll have enough time to get it back up. We'll have to see. It'll be tight. I'll have to get it during the fight. Nunu's actually stopping the back. TP coming in from, who was that? The Vigor, and scaring off the Nunu. But we got 4 members. But on the side of the Grand Canyon Angels, they are not wanting to give this drag up. The rest of Wardens is coming in, looking at a similar fight positioning to last drag, and I think that with Nunu, how quickly Nunu does it, TP coming in from both teams. Got the engage from Chief Batar. Volibear going in over the top, big knockups coming in. Karis doing the damage, gets a lot dealt back to him, has to flash out. Vigor coming in. Wardens are so low. Oh no, and then Mudkip almost going down, probably will die from here. Vigor trying to save this fight, get the Tom Kench, barely avoiding, or get some help for the Tom Kench rather, barely avoiding the CC. We've got Karis trying to heal up off blue. It's not healing him too much, doesn't have quite the lifesteal he needs, but it's such a close fight. Predator comes down. It's only Braum and Gnar, and mini Gnar at that. The stopwatch play, he's so low, 1 auto will be enough. Tries to dash, can't get it, and great play really on both sides. I think GCA probably coming out on top there a little bit, but they stalled the drag out, and we're gonna see if they're gonna, looks like they're running right back to it. the only one healthy besides Rakan there. Everyone else still needing the back. Samira still dead. They're just gonna run Capes down, chase him out of there. Chief can't do anything, and they're just
Violet's
gonna
got
run it.
Mega again.
Yeah, Violet's got Mega back up, which is he did not have last fight, and they're just gonna have to give this dragon. They're just absolutely melting it. What a insane fight! Super close, really tight there. What, 3 kills on both sides? Ended up with GCA getting the better of it. They did pick up the dragon at Soul Point now. Really gonna have to fight these, but I think Chief going in again every chance he gets. Karis dealing pretty significant damage. Got the ult coming down, so close on the Mudkip, and finally going to get him and pick up the Braum as well. Super aggressive on the side of Chipitar, pretty much ulting on cooldown. Great engage there, gets them both. And now they're looking for the Tahm Kench top lane. Does have to blow flash and will walk out. Probably just needs to give up that turret as it's so low. They've got 3 with the wave coming in. But they will get bot tower in exchange.
These team comps are showing out right now exactly how we kind of hoped for in the beginning. A lot of great team fighting so far from both teams. Warden's comp is definitely showing out with the Tahm Kench and Volibear both stayed alive for so long at that drag fight and managed to keep Slushy alive. Unfortunately, couldn't keep Karis alive. But I hope we get to see a lot more fights just like that play out as we continue here in Game 1.
Yeah, really spicy game 1. A lot of fighting going, a lot of really good skirmishing. Gold actually flipping now towards the Wardens of the North. Now they're up about 1,000. Closing some farm leads and some kill gaps that they were having earlier, getting a couple of those shutdowns. But really scary on the Cassiopeia and really scary on the Samira. They're gonna need to keep them alive for their respective teams if they're wanting to win these fights. Volibear finishing his mythic, finally a little bit more capable of staying alive. Still pretty squishy, but did really well with his positioning and mechanically to stay alive in that last fight. Did really well with that. But I'm really wanting to see him beef up now, and because he really needs to just be able to stun lockdown for Karis on the Samir to deal the damage.
And he's so far behind compared to Toasty Boy. I almost would have liked for him to build a Sunfire item instead and just be full-on tank for his team. I mean, Divine Sunder is great on Volibear, but at this point, you are almost solely playing for team. I feel like a Sunfire item would have been more appropriate in this situation, but he is now locked in with it.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat with you with how bad the early one went, and he's looking at him getting caught again, just melted, already down to 3rd HP, and now even lower, less than a quarter. Nunu, we're trying to run him down. Tahm Kench ulting to save, but we'll just see. He has to burn the ult to stay alive. We can go back.
Oh no, Toasty!
Toasty goes down. Karis looking to try to do some damage. Meganar doesn't get up in time. Chief going in, but dying for it, gets the stun down, but now we've got just Caitlyn versus the world here, and Wardens are going to clean that one up with the Corncob Ace coming down, and they are pinging Baron. I don't know if they can do it, especially not if Tahm Kench is looking to back here. Does have TP to come back in, but I don't know if they want to try to start this yet without him, as they are already about a 3rd HP down, and doing some pretty good damage to it. I don't know that they will be able to get there in time. Nunu is alive, running in. Will be there way before Kapesk, so we'll have to see if they can melt this before Nunu gets there, or if he's going to run in and chomp it. It's going to be pretty close.
Steal.
It's going to be close.
Oh, no.
Gate comes down. They're just going to burn it. Just burn it. Oh, there they go. The Wardens get the Baron. Nunu goes down again. Braum, just leave. Narnis need to leave. This is not your area to be in. With drag coming up in 35 seconds, got Nunu dead. He's not going to be there when it spawns. And with Baron going to Wardens, this game has come strong in their favor now. Exactly what we needed to see out of them. Their team fight comp is coming in so much clutch right now. Even with the early game advantages they had, they are just playing these fights so well.
Yeah, they've just been able to completely flip the script here and in the mid game, and Kars managing to pick up so many kills, looking for more here.
Oh, and Caitlyn going down super early, trying to get the traps down, but the team got in before she could even get the third one down. Just needed to probably back off there. They were way out of position. They did not have 5. Warden says Baron, and she dies for her mistake there. Really trying to get the setup, but with the team on top of you, you can't set that up anymore. You got to just back off. And Nunu is there. Their dragon has been pulled off of. You got Volibear looking to do it, and jungler going down at the hands of the Tom Kench, and they're just running them down now. 999 forever, running for his life, queuing for speed as Karis and Slushy are doing so much damage. Flash from Karis, he wants this kill. He's low. Ult comes
Nice
out.
ulti.
Chief missing that. Oh, he's so low. Healing up off the minions. Tom Kench so tanky. And he's going to have the big shield. He's going to walk out. But really, really well played by 999 forever there. Almost picking up the kill on both the Samira and the Tom Kench as they created a little bit for some kills there.
Oh, absolutely.
They're feeling good. They're up almost 7K now. Little over 6K now. Really looking to press this advantage.
Oh my god, GCA, the second your ADC goes down in the fight, you just have to give up that drag. You got to realize that this isn't 10 minutes ago when you were, or even 15 minutes at this point, where you were just having your way with War. You have to give that drag up at that point. You're not going to win the numbers fight. There's no way you're going to get through War's beefy front line without your Caitlyn. You just have to give it up, and they made a bad play even worse there. They could have tried to get some lanes pushed out instead, but instead they drop what, 2-3 extra members to Wardens, and they're just continuing to balloon this gold lead now.
Yeah, Vigor looking for a pick here on the Nunu and just
Oh my
gets
god.
deleted. The damage coming out on 2-item Vigor, 7-1 and 6 now. Really coming in clutch. Looking at the dive from Chief. He's just threatening every time he's got that ult up. He's looking for an engage. But the damage coming down now, that is a scary, scary Vigor. Only on 2 items, but still, Nether engage coming out. 3 members, they don't have the team. They probably want to, play this a little slower, wait for everyone. Caitlyn gets knocked up. Karis goes in and blows her up. Braum is the next target. Gnar going down too, disabling the tower.
Stop it, Karis. Stop it.
Just absolutely deleted. I didn't even have time to talk. Caitlyn was just gone. Vika a little out of position here. Probably will get dropped. Team comes to save him. Channeling the Nunu ult. Big damage goes down. Oh man, Cassiopeia. Can't she clutch this one out? Only has a couple more left. Oh, just barely. Gets
the triple.
Gets 3 though. Great play. Cassiopeia making that one a little more worth it. They will lose the bot tower here, and well, maybe not. Maybe they can save it. It's going to be super low though. No, it's going down. And we'll see if the Tom Kench here is Brady can get out. Yeah, just gonna Tom Kench his way out of there.
Jesus, the carries for War are so fed. Vigor's just hitting everyone with the delete button, and Karis is just going in, ulting around towers. Wardens are really just having their way with GCA at this point.
Yeah, and I don't know that GCA realized how much the gold had flipped on them in those few little skirmishes. But we've got Nunu looking very far behind now as Capessa's caught back up, surpassing him now in the gold. With now he's looking super strong, liking the build coming out. Looking at a little disparity in top lane. Jungle is ahead as Chief, little greedy, looking for some vision game. Gets caught out and blown up. Just a little too greedy with that one. Didn't have any team members around and not seeing anyone on the map. But got to get that vision score victory as the Wardens are just falling back and farming, waiting more than likely for this next objective, which will be the Baron coming up. But they might just wait for the Dragon if they don't want it, depending on now that Chief is gonna be a little late to any kind of team fight if they start it now. He is up in 5 seconds, so he will more than likely make it. Oh yeah, thank you. But really, really exciting game so far. Warden's really showing that they want that playoff spot. Coming back from a deficit early, looking for a little bit here. We've got 4 in. Chief coming around on the flank. He does have the ult up, so you know he's looking to use it. All 5 members from both teams. Cage traps the Braum. Engage on the Braum. Don't know if that's the best target to do that on, but they're gonna win the fight anyway so far. Oh, 999 Forever dropping tons of damage now. Nunu going down. Tom Kinch almost going down. Karis can't quite get on the carries here. They really need to focus those carries. Both carries still alive on the side of... Oh, it just insta-deleted.
Oh, no.
Both of them. All 3 quadra kill. Chorus dies anyway, but just deletes them. Just was like, wait a minute. I have 15 kills. I'll just kill everybody. I forgot I could do that. And you're gonna try to pick up this mountains drag here with no mana. Yeah, I feel you, man. I know how that one can be. But great fight. GCA looked like they had it, and Karis just turns on the win fight button, and that's over.
I mean, at this point, Karis is 1 item away from being full build, 4 fully complete items. Um, Everyone else on GCA is at either 2.5 or 3.5. As Vigor finally does get that dragon. Feels
Yeah.
good for Warden's 2 mountain drags, really helping beef up that front line even more, making it even harder for GCA to try and melt those tanks.
Yeah, this is not looking good for the side of GCA. They had a strong advantage, but the team fight coming down. I mean, looking at the scoreboard, Volibear doesn't look like he'd be very tanky, but he's actually closed the farm gap with the Nunu, which is super impressive, and is actually a very, very beefy boy right now. Staying alive for a long time now. Still wouldn't want to stand in any poison shrouds getting E'd from the Cassiopeia, but still very beefy nonetheless. They're looking for the Baron here. They think they can just straight up take it. They might be right. They've got some pretty good keep away from here with the Vigor gates coming down. They are very strong. We'll see. GCA needs to make a play here. Engage on the Tom Kinch. No, look, yeah, Kinch going in. Cheepatar making it all the way back to Caitlyn. Getting the charm down. They're all split up. Nunu going down. There's only 3 members left, and Karis is just going to run them down. Does get stunned by the Cassiopeia and just deletes them as soon as he gets out. They don't need the Baron. They should just run this straight down mid and end it here. They've got plenty of time. ASD Pretty on the Tom Kinch, so tanky. He's just going to hold this one for them, as it looks like they're might be trying to end through bot lane, since it is opened already. Don't know that they should be splitting up like this yet. Okay, everyone else is coming down as well.
They end here. They end through bot. That's
definitely.
Warden's team fight team comp came in clutch for them in the mid game here as they take game 1.
Looking for a little extra kills here, diving the God Tower. Doesn't quite happen, but super, super strong showing out of here from GCA. Little rough in the early game as the just very competent laning of GCA was giving them a lead. But as soon as that team fight rolled around, they had drafted the comp. They said, we will win fights. We are strong. And got fed who they needed to get fed, and just a very exciting game 1.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt. War drafted a team comp that complemented the carries on their team, that being Slushy and Karis, and they popped off, and they took game 1 very convincingly after the 10-minute mark. Um, very nicely played by War. I hope they keep this pace up into game two, and draft a similar comp and try to take another game off GCA.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, GCA still, not. It's only game one, so we'll see what kind of adjustments they got. I want to see them draft a little more, maybe front line. The damage dealers were doing well. The Caitlyn wasn't working out super well towards the end there, but really liked the Cassiopeia pick. Um,
It did
really
well for them
strong.
early.
Yeah,
It did
and
really well
it
for them most of the game, honestly.
yeah. Even when they were losing fights, the Cassiopeia was still really dealing damage, like a lot of damage, even as they were getting farther and farther behind. But really, really strong showing from Wardens. Just I think this one was mostly just a comp difference. Once it got to that team fight stage, not much GCA could do.
Um, some adjustments I'd like to see from GCA. Um, GCA, excuse me. I would like for them to try and draft a team that complements Forever more. Like he popped off game one, honestly, with a little more of a team comp around him. I can see him carrying that game, but other than that,
I don't want to see the
Warden's just
Nara. Yeah, I don't want to see the Nara
yeah,
ban. Just a little harder to play around, especially with how many go buttons that they had. You did win lane, but it didn't end up mattering. Tom Kench still got tanky and did Calm Kench things. So I'd like to see maybe either a harder counter, something that's really going to dominate, or just
yeah.
maybe a tank.
Either put Violet on the Darius that he's shown out on, or maybe something more team orientated. But that wraps up game one. Seta, do you want to go ahead and go for a break here in between games and come back in a few
Yeah,
minutes?
yeah. Let's go for a break. We'll catch you back for game two. GCA Wardens in the North. Wardens are up one game. We'll don't want to miss the second game.
Yeah,
Stay
absolutely.
here.
Don't go anywhere. We got a series on our hands right now.
Welcome back to week 8 of ELU. We've got Seta still here with Ruckus still here as ever. A banger game one as Wardens take the first match against GCA. Really, really needed it for them as they're looking to secure some playoff positioning. Expecting to see another spicy game two. Really wanting to see some adjustments out of GCA as Wardens really had them handled as they came into the mid game. So, what are you looking to see here, Ruckus?
Um, I kind of expect Wardens to um draft a similar team comp. GCA, you got punched in the face there, but I would like to see some adjustments out of them with more a. They need to commit to either a strong team fighting comp or a split pushing comp, because uh, Forever showed on the Cassiopeia that he can carry team fights. He just needs a little bit of support around him. So I would like to see that out of GCA.
Yeah, similar bands coming out on the side of Wardens, the Leona, and the Vex. GCA opting for the Kinch ban instead of this go around, and with the Aphelios as well. So respecting that Kinch ban, the Victor still coming out respecting GCA's mid lane monster on the Victor 999 forever, and not wanting to see that Samira either, as it absolutely dominated last game. Not surprised either with that one. We'll see how Wardens opts to pick this go around with two of their very dominant picks last game banned out, and they're picking the Tristana here. A very strong champion if she can get ahead, hyper carry. Uh, so we'll see how that ends up going. Pretty strong in lane as well. Not opting for the Caitlyn, surprising. Uh, GCA opting for the Nunu again. Like you said, very comfortable on that pick.
Yeah, it's really interesting that Vi has been left open not only game one but this game as well. gonna see if Ward maybe picks it up, since GCA are just gonna stick with the Nunu and a Varus pick hovered and locked in.
Varus locked in. He's not super common these days. I haven't been seeing a lot of Varus. I think he's okay. He's pretty strong. A little more of a ranged poke comp possibly coming out. Warden's looking at some more go buttons with the Tristana instead of the Samira this go around. See what they follow it up with. If any more engaged tools, really need to see some more. The pike coming through for Chief Patar. He loves his pike, and I'm excited to see it come out here. So Tristana Pike bot lane locked in with a Zac in the jungle, going for another beefy engage pick. I actually like the Zac a little better than the Volibear, just more some CC, a little more tank to go with since they are losing the Braum, or the Rakan pick rather, from the bot lane. So some heavy engage on the Zac. Gonna be pretty dangerous looking bot lane. Poppy locked in on for GCA. Probably. What do we think that is? Poppy support.
It's gonna be Violet Cap taking Poppy, almost guaranteed, I
Okay.
believe.
Yeah, we'll see where that one goes. Um, but
Never mind. It's Spanaways. It's gonna be a Poppy support.
yeah. Really good pick here. Looking at what they've got so far with double jump bot lane and the Zac Poppy, super strong pick. Gonna be able to try to keep that Varus from getting hard dove on. With the ELU Urgot getting banned out and the TF rounding it out for GCA with the Morgana and the Nautilus banned out for the Wardens of the North. I guess they don't think that's a Poppy support. Like we do. We'll
It
have
could
to
be
see.
flexed. It
Yeah,
could be
it's
flexed. Spanaway's got games on it. But Violet Cap very well could take it. Warden's bot lane though. Karis
yeah,
looking for them kills with Tristana Pike.
yeah. They want
Sheesh.
yeah. They're like, you know what? Bot lane dominated. Let's give them some picks. They're gonna dominate on get some kills. Pike and Trist with the Cho'Gath locked in, uh, going top more than likely for GCA. I like it. A beefy pick. Some
Ooh, Slushy getting the
CC.
Vigor again.
Yeah, going back to the Veigar, what the ain't broke, don't fix it. And a final pick for Wardens, the set.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to play against worse comp right now. Ugh.
Yeah, last picking the Echo. So we'll
You
see
gotta
if
you
they
gotta think
lock
about
that
it. New
in.
snowballs in a team fight. What's gonna happen? Set's gonna ult you right back into your team, and you're not gonna have any health bars. You got Jungle Zac popping in, Pike coming out on the flank. Next thing you know, Veigar and Tristana are just cleaning up kills. So,
Yeah,
gonna want to see
Warden.
how GCA plays this one out.
Yeah, Warden's opted for a little less tank this go around. Still got the set. I mean the set and the Zac, but we'll just have to see how it plays out. Still got a lot of go buttons, which is what I like to see. What I liked out of them last time. We'll see how it plays. Still not looking at nearly as many on the side of GCA. Once again, just pretty much looking at a new snowball, possibly an echo flank, or just Poppy running at somebody.
Well,
Um,
here's the thing. After the 10-minute mark, War completely dictated the pace of that game with their comp, and I'm just looking at the comp right now. I don't see them having any issue doing that once again. Uh, you know, Karis is gonna get kills on the Tristana, so I the path for War just looks easier to me than it does for GCA. Now GCA is not out of it. They have a lot of CC, um,
a lot more
and
tank.
a lot more tank, and
Well,
Echo can delete people, not quite as well as Viger with the instant nuke, but
yeah,
they have options.
yeah, and they're looking once again. They've got a lot of winning lanes. for the I would say, or at least playable lanes. I would say Varus and Poppy bot lane probably is going to do okay with Poppy being able to keep the double dive off of him pretty well while he pokes out and gets some items. Um, yeah, I'm not a huge pick. I think of the Varus. I think it's probably going to end up being a weak link on that with how immobile he is. But
We're gonna have to
we'll
see
just
how he
have to
builds.
we'll have to see how he plays it, how he builds. Cho'Gath then to Set, you'd know better than me. I think Set wins that one. Echo
Um,
definitely probably.
yeah, Set does bully Cho'Gath early on, but you pick Cho'Gath really more to just try and scale more into those mid and late game fights where he just comes out of a bush and has 12 stacks and 6k health, and but
Says bye bye to your Vigor.
yeah, Flash ulti Vigor's gone.
Yeah.
No more nuke dropping for you. So it is confirmed. Cho'Gath top lane, Echo mid, and Poppy support.
Yeah. And Echo into Vigor. Should be go pretty well for Echo, especially if you can get ahead early. Can kind of run in and run out, where Vigor can't really do much to keep him off of him. Echo a little too speedy for the Vigor. Um, so we'll have to see how they play it out. Forever fairly dominant early against 999 Slushy last game, but Slushy came back with a vengeance, absolutely deleting majority of uh, the Grand Canyon Angels team towards the end of game one. So we'll just have to see how this one once again plays out. I'm gonna say I like GCA's comp a lot better. I'd say except for the Varus, but we'll have to see how they play it. I might like it later, but right now I don't like it.
Um, okay, so just from what I'm seeing, GCA, uh, they need to play through mid. Get Nunu perma ganking in the mid lane onto the Viger, try and get Echo ahead, and then they can exert that pressure bot lane. Nunu Echo show up bot lane, and they try and just shut Karis and Chief Patar down early before they become a problem like last game. Um, I'd say just let your Cho'Gath play as well as he can top lane, get as much CS and stacks as he can, and just try and scale into the late game because Cho'Gath has plenty of sustain built into his kit. So he should be able to wither the storm of Set, unless he just has Zac perma ganking him. But
Mhm. Yeah, I'm expecting
that's go ahead.
no. Oh, I was looking at comps. I am expecting to see a lot of objective control early once again from GCA. Yeah, no, they got the Cho'Gath ulti, for and the Nunu obviously takes them super quick. So I wouldn't be surprised. Warden's
They were
opting for
one
a little.
drag away from Soul last game. I'm not
Yeah,
sure how much that would have helped them, but they were doing pretty well on it early.
yeah. I don't know at that point if it would have maybe if they had played a couple of those drag fights a little better. But like like you said, they were one away, and definitely wouldn't have hurt them. But they couldn't quite close that out. But I'm expecting to see a lot of GCA Dragon Coral again. We'll see how Warden's opts to the early objective game again, and see. Hopefully, they don't have to pull back another deficit because you can't expect to do that every game. But um, you know, with the lane matchups that we're seeing, I think Warden's actually is okay. Um, it's really dependent on GCA playing it well rather than once again I think Wardens has a lot easier of a comp.
Yeah, I would say that the pressure is definitely on GCA now at this point for them to do well in their lanes, and they did last game, but the mid game just completely burger flipped on them. But I'm really excited to watch this bot lane. I really want to see how Karis and Chief Batar pilot their champs in the bot lane. I honestly expect it to be really bloody down there.
Yeah, definitely Chief on one of his signature picks, the Pike. We saw how aggressive he was on the Rakan. Now he's got some kill potential himself. So yeah, very excited to see. We expecting now that Warden's, probably has some confidence going into game two. You expecting any level one shenanigans like last game? I would say yes.
They weren't afraid last game. Why not now? As we finish up the spectator delay, and we're just a couple of seconds out from getting on the Rift and see how it all plays out. Game two. Let's go.
Yeah, super exciting, super exciting. Warden's just already putting themselves in a better position than for playoff implications. GCA really needing to win these out so that they can secure that first round bye. Um, you know, both teams now having a lot on the line with GCA coming in as the favorite. Now I'd say going into game two with how game one went, maybe not as much. Um, but we'll have to see. Maybe they
I don't know if you're keeping up with the Twitch chat right now, but we got some members of TAD tuning in right now, coming in on this game too. They really need GCA to pick up 2 wins here to keep TAD in the playoff hunt
so even
as
more
we
playoff
load onto the
implications.
Rift. Yeah, yeah,
So GCA not just playing for you. Keep that in mind.
yeah.
Want to keep you
You have
want to keep
TAD's hope and dreams on your shoulders.
They stand on the shoulders of giants trying to get it sneak their way into playoffs. We'll see what Wardens has to say. And we're having a little
We're
bit of
experiencing.
yeah, little technical difficulties with the game loading. And so
Thanks,
we
Riot.
will be with it. This is 200 years of development in the making. Um,
Yeah. Everybody better appreciate what they're seeing right before their eyes, if there's anything even on the screen for them. Um,
yeah, we still got that draft up. But yeah, so we're looking at a bunch of blank nothingness right now. So we're gonna try to get this fixed momentarily while we're gonna have to reload it here real quick. So I'd say I'm excited to see how Wardens play this out with how well they did game one. I was honestly expecting, obviously, the favorites GCA to kind of win that one. Now, I did not like their comp, like we said, first game. I like this one a little better. We'll have to see how they play it. Like I said, they beefed up a little bit. They got a tank on the top lane, like I wanted. Warden's opting for tanky, but still more, I'd say, more reliable than our pick on the set. Um, so I'm liking
it's too
liking the
conditional
adjust.
on the Gnar, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's great when he's mega, but it's conditional.
right. And if you can't play around that and you're not on top of your Narbar with objective timers, it's too much to worry about. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Who needs Gnar?
yeah,
Just play
make it
Cho'Gath.
easier. Make it easier. Make his let's make it like Nidalee. We'll just hit the R and then you turn into Mega Gnar, right? And then you get to choose. So we'll who asked
As
me? They
so,
never take my suggestions.
yeah,
Uh,
you keep writing into them. As we are loading back in, hopefully we get this straightened out.
now,
It's in shambles.
falling apart.
All
As I
right, we're
said,
loading in. We're loading in.
yeah, Varus once again opting in for attack speed over. And we're jumping right into some spiciness. A little fight going on. We're gonna back this up. All right,
That's
so we're
fine.
gonna
We'll
join
just
this.
start from here.
We're gonna join this game already in progress. Looks like current standing 0-0, even in gold right now. We've got a small fight, a skirmish going on in the bot lane that we will be
Stana
showing you
Flash,
shortly.
Pike Ignite, uh, Poppy Exhaust, Varus
All,
Heal.
all, and we should be joining shortly.
I believe that's because you're spectating now instead of instead of being an actual spectator in the lobby. It's because um you're you clicked on them to spectate from there.
All right, so we're gonna get the game going up. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, thanks, Riot. So we'll have some extra stuff on the screen, but we're gonna work through it all the same. Little engage coming in here, bot on the mid lane, bot lane, trading back and forth. Not too much of a disparity at this point. Spanaway taking a lot of damage from Karis. Super low now as the waves
That was
pushing
all
them in.
before level 2 as well.
Yep, level 2, Chief.
Ooh, just goes wide a little bit.
Yeah, a little wide on that one, but we'll expect it. He's going to be looking for those all day. They should pick up level 2 here fairly easily. Getting bullied a little bit top by the set on the side of Wardens.
Posty looking for an angle.
We got the Nunu coming in. He's got the ball. Picks it up. Can't jump out. And first blood goes to GCA. The Poppy not allowing the Tristana jump to go through. No vision on the side of Wardens there, so Nunu just rolling down completely uninhibited and helps secure kill 1. So once again, we're looking at GCA strong early.
Yeah, we obviously don't know what happened within the first minute and a half of the game, but neither Karis or Chief had a ward ready to go, so Toasty Boy just gets a free gank off. No flash on the Tristana. That's pretty easy first blood for GCA.
Yeah, no flash. Couldn't jump out. Poppy already coming in clutch with a double jump bot lane. Chief was able to get away, but did not take a... doesn't look like he took it back. And so we'll see with the lane still now pushing towards them slowly. We'll see what they want to do with it. They want to just shove it in. Chief over aggressive, looking for some more picks. Just on a bomb go down. Won't be too much of a problem as they're just shoving that in. Small farm disparity in the top lane as Cho'Gath falling about 10 CS behind, getting bullied a little bit, as expected early by the set. Who is just
it's going to be a little difficult for him in the first couple of minutes of this game.
But yeah, as expected, he just needs to kind of sit back, farm the best he can, and get super tanky. Echo playing really hard engage on the Veigar mid lane. Look at 999 Forever looking to kill his old buddy 999 Slushy. And not looking, didn't really do much. Veigar with the corrupting push, just going to heal all that up. Looking to go in again, playing super aggressive. Gate down, kind of out wide. Got bot lane coming up, looking to get some easy aggressive kills. Chief held the spear, nice. And that's going to be a kill on 999 Forever mid lane, and it's going to go to the Tristana. Chief there, great job holding the spear pull until the Echo had already used, 999 Forever had already used his jump. Really well played, roaming up, and now they're looking at Dragon.
Sorry, I was a little busy with Twitch chat. They are wanting us to sing Baby It's Cold Outside. Oh no.
Maybe,
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know if they've earned it. It'd be one for the ages for sure. So looking at easy pickup on the Dragon on the side of Wardens. So looking for some early drags themselves. This time after they picked up the kill mid, pretty easy walk down and grab. So great roam on their part and to secure some early drag pressure.
Ooh, Chief looking for more.
Picking it up, gets the stun off, and Tristana going in hard. Exhaust comes out, walking away now. Damage, return damage coming in strong, and everyone's gonna walk away. Chief looking to go back in though. Tristana, no bomb, so just auto attacks.
Forever on the flank.
Out. Forever coming down, said you gank me, I gank you, and I'll just dive you because I'm Echo and I have ult, and the kill goes to the Varus. Very nice of 999 Forever to give that over, as Varus looking to most likely finish up. Well, he's got 2 long swords and a, so it looks like he's going more of an attack speed rather than the lethality build this go around.
Yeah, no wards out for Wardens. They were completely blind to yet a second gank. I know that Poppy isn't really tanky yet, but they seem to just be wanting to go after Spanaway constantly. I would like to see them just go after Mudkip.
And it might just be that he's the one they can grab, and they were doing some good damage to him, but like you said, no vision. They couldn't see the echo come down.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah,
tunneling too hard for span away though.
yeah, once again, looking at the map, we got control wards down on the side of GCA, not looking at too much good vision on the side of Wardens. So they really are going to need to step up this game because vision game, because it's the second kill that could have been avoided had they just warded. And they're looking to clear these out finally, but a little too late. Take your 60 gold and your one death or your two deaths.
Yeah,
But
they just need to slow it down in the bot lane. You don't have to try and win the game within the first 10 minutes.
yeah, you're
Um,
Tristana. You scale, and we know you're feeling pretty good from the last game, but you're a little down now, so they need to, like you said, slow it down. Um, Once again, got another fight in the top lane. Violet Cap taking this one a little farther than he might have should have. Got the a little worse for wear on that one. Lane's pushing in, so he's gonna need to shove that
he
all the
needs to
way
he,
and
he needs to get that in.
needs to get that in. Maybe Set's gonna push it out for him there, but looking not so hot on the CS, down about 30 now.
Toasty
And
giving Forever a nice blue buff.
What a good guy. Junglers sharing buffs, wouldn't know. Never happens to me, but I suck. That's
Shout
fine.
out to Solomon Khan, never giving Set a blue buff in the entire, what, 6, 7 years we've been playing this game?
At least. I don't even know what blue buff does anymore. Um,
It's a tragedy.
but yeah, I'm really liking the way that once again we got GCA doing really well early in most lanes, bot lane in particular, mid's going okay. You know, he's playing. Forever's playing really aggressive. Chief looking for another engage. Going for the
Oh,
poppy.
wow.
Picks the flash. Zach's down here this time, looking to pick it up, and the poppy's gonna go down.
They finally get her.
They finally got it. They wanted her all game, and they finally picked it up. But now we're looking at everyone's just going to walk away. Looking at a little engage on the mid, trying to go over the wall. Didn't work out too well. Got stunned up and is now, take some damage. Going to walk away. We got, looks like Nunu soloing Rift Herald. Once again, I'm really liking the objective control on the side. It's got a tower dive coming down. Pike picking up the kill, but dying for it. Tristana getting out unscathed, or mostly unscathed. 1v1 down here in the bot now between the Poppy and the... just more fights top. Nice stun. We'll see if he can pick anything up. Get away here. Set's looking to just walk out. Picking up some pretty good damage. Has to flash out of the Nunu ult. Everyone else is showing up here.
Oh, so close.
Coming down. Nice stun coming out. That's a lot of damage. He's got ulti, so he's ready to go. Zach coming over the wall and getting stunned up. A lot of CC coming out. Forced to blow the ulti there and flash out. And it looks like everyone is just going to walk away.
Yeah, my apologies. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties on my end as well.
Yeah, are you getting the very pixelated screen?
Yeah, it's just a little hard to tell, but
Yeah, I'm working with the same thing, so we'll once again say thanks, Ryan. We'll blame them. It's not Discord's fault.
yeah.
Chief Batar getting caught out, exhaust coming down, and they're just gonna run him down. Kill going over to, I think that was Varus. I'm having a hard time once again seeing.
Yeah, I guess we both need to close our windows, letting all the Wi-Fi out.
And looking at picking up another drag here on the side of Wardens. Or no, GCA got that one, so Wardens got the first one. That's GCA picking up their first dragon. So wasn't able to get the first one, not as much drag control. We've got Cho'Gath in the mid lane now. Looks like they're gonna confirm this lane swap. Throw 99 Forever up against the set. as Cho'Gath was struggling pretty hard against him. Not itemized very well into the Vigor, but he should do a little better with just being able to farm.
Oh, wow.
Chief looking once again for the Poppy. Kill comes down, ulti comes out, and Mudkip needs to run for his life. They are diving him so hard. Poppy ult pushes him out of the Pike ulti, but TP stopped. Echo doesn't get to join the party, and looking at Nunu, trying to ulti, everyone's staying out of it, and then they're just going to clean him up once it ends. Good job.
Very nicely played by Wardens there.
Yeah, very, very nicely played. 99 Forever not getting to join the fight as his TP was stopped by Set. Looked like he TP'd a little too far in vision there. So not the greatest TP. Everyone looking like they are gonna just walk away. I wouldn't.
Oh, you're on a ward, Karis.
Bush. Not only was he in the ward, he wasn't in the bush, so he ain't hiding from nobody. But getting some nice turret plates top.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He's a window shopping. You can't jump out, man. You gotta. Do you think you win that? I mean, you're pretty strong. Varus coming down has to blow the heal. Zach's there. Poppy just got
it was a bait all along.
Yeah, bait the whole time. He knew exactly what he was doing. Must have been some good communication there between the jungle. They knew they had it. Great bait.
That's why he's Diamond 2, and I'm Gold. Able to play that masterfully. He only had to blow heal, but Warden's able to pick up a nice double kill there.
Yeah. Really good. Get some good gold on the Tristana. Looking to scale up for those late game super nukes. Varus Poppy really thought they had it. Almost did. Not quite enough damage. Got Set now trading some plates, getting some plates of his own. Nunu's dropping it. Rift Herald on tower. Turret plates go down, and Set looks like he is in some trouble here. Ulting Nunu, trying to get possibly away. Nunu ult comes out. Shield comes down. Nice stun. Zach comes over the top.
Capesk!
No. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. Can't save the Set. Capesk just needs to get out. Flash blown. Looks ulti blown. Oh no. They're just going to run at him. Slushy's having some trouble in the mid lane as the Echo and Pike or Echo Pike and both supports look like they're done. They're fighting as we got a little bit of a 1v1 going on in their bot lane. So disastrous on the side of Wardens. Really 2 for nothing there, and they're going to lose mid tower as well. Really like
very nicely done by GCA to pick up 2 picks there and a tower for their troubles.
Yeah, very nicely playing the small game. 2v2s. Gankin Set top, and then Zach comes up making it 2v2. Doesn't get there quite in time, and then another 2v2 in the mid lane between the mids and the supports, leaving bots to just farm it up. We've got a pretty significant farm gap here between the Tristana and the Varus. Tristana about.
Monkey, can you flash the gold for us real quick?
Yeah. So despite the kill differential bot lane, we're looking at over a 1k gold lead on this Tristana, about a 1k on Pike as well. Mid lane's got the Echoes up a little bit. Pretty even overall. Only a 2k gold lead so far, so not insurmountable. Warden's just playing it out a little better.
Yeah, but the gold for Wardens is right where they want it to be, right on their carries in the bot lane.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely they want it on Karis and Chief. Looking at
thanks, Monkey. Shout out to our observer.
Yeah, Chief bullying this Cho'Gath. Violet Cap just getting caught out now. Whole team showed up. It ain't just Chief. And nice flash coming out of the Cho'Gath. Big team fight. Ulti's coming out. Set's bringing them back into the whole team. And
oh no.
Kara still full HP though, and looking very, very low on the side of GCA. They've got both their carries still alive. Nice stun. Big gate coming through. Echo ends up blowing up the Zac. Dies for his trouble. as the carries for Wardens are just going to clean up this fight. And once again, we've got a Vigor who's probably going to go solo the dragon. All in his
He's got some help though.
He's got Pike, and he's got mana this time, so it won't take him 10 years.
Wardens got the better of GCA there in that fight, but Forever did pick up 2 shutdowns during that fight, so have to see if that translates into GCA trying to stage a way back into this game at this point, as they are now down about 1.5k gold.
And they're trying to run Nunu off. He can just Heart Smite this with a Q and steal it. They really need to get off it if they're not just
get in there, Toasty. Go for
gotta get it. Yeah, gotta get in there if you want it. And that's drag number 2 going with the.
Honestly, that's the smart play from Toasty there. No need to trade your life for it. Showing a little more restraint there in that drag fight than in game 1 when GCA were down 1 member and completely lost the fight. So showing a little more restraint, a little more discipline. Like to see it going forward in this game.
Yeah, now we've got GCA strong or early, the super early game. Now looking back on their heels once again. With how we think the comps are going to play out, once again, we've got, maybe Tristan looking for a kill on Karas. Going in, engage, jumps over top, blows him up, doesn't even have time to use the ultimate, and just deletes the Echo, and that's going to secure. Meanwhile,
Poppy ulti goes wide.
These are going to secure the Rift Herald. We'll see how everyone's showing up. They don't want to give it. Big ults from Chief. Kapeska's almost down. Cho'Gath picking up the kill. Doesn't look like it was his ult. I think it was his W. Chief almost getting another one. Goes down for it. And Mudkip tried to walk away from that one. Gonna have to blow the flash. Needs vision and ends up getting it.
Nice, Mudkip.
Yeah, I think he thought he had it. Ended up walking away. Had to blow flash for it. Both flash for flash. Not the end of the world. And Karas is just gonna pick up a tower in the bot lane.
Yeah, Karas does manage to get that tier 2 tower, huge 600 gold in his pockets, but Violet Cap was able to secure the Rift Herald for GCA, so he's going to trade a tier 2 of his own.
Another 1v1. Let's see. It looks like it's going to be close, and Tristana takes the Echo out again. Wanted salty run back on the side of the 999 Forever. They thought he had it this go around. A lot closer. TP coming out just to protect the Tristana, make sure he doesn't get run down by the Nunu. Everyone's looking around bot side, making sure Tristana's okay. Don't want to give away that 450 gold bounty.
She's mega fed at this point.
Yeah, Karas once again looking super strong. Opted for the Phantom Dancer second item, which I actually love. Really just helps you stack up those bomb stacks really, really quick, which is where a lot of your burst potential comes from. So I really like the Phantom Dancer second.
Not only that, but he's halfway done with an LDR, so he's going to be able to melt that Cho'Gath and the Nunu.
Yeah, both opting for a lot of armor, despite the Vigor being a big problem last game, which we'll see how it ends up this game. But I'm anticipating no matter what.
Too fed at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can get enough armor. Barely missing on the spear there. Not sure what it would have came of. Both teams posturing around mid lane. We got Echo picking up a blue buff set, shoving in the top lane.
Looking for Wardens went for a kill bot lane, and they've managed to pick up kills. 12 total kills between the both of them, out of 17 for Wardens. So mission accomplished, boys.
Yeah, definitely. They did really well last game. They focused on him even harder, giving Pike down to Chief. Pitar putting him on a signature pick, something he loves to play, and he is showing out on it. He's doing really well, being aggressive, getting a lot of hooks, and picking up some kills for himself and Tristana.
Yeah, and Mudkip is just as fed too for GCA. Would like to see them play around him and try and get that damage out.
Yeah, he's pretty fed. He's about an item behind. We got a fight breaking out here in the mid lane. We got shut down on the pike. It looks like Chief going down. Spanaway getting super low. Zach passive popped. He is just going to die. No teammates around to save him as they run down another member of Wardens, grabbing the Tristana as well. Great fight from the Grand Canyon Angels. Really, really well played. Picking up a lot of kills, only losing the Nunu. They're going to look for this Baron. They've got the whole team here. There's pretty much nothing that Wardens can do to stop it. This will be pretty free. Unfortunately, no Cho'Gath ult, Troy, so we won't get the extra stack here. But they are going to get the Baron. We'll see what they can do with it.
Yeah, we'll get them next time. As Wardens are setting up for this dragon that is just now spawning, they need to get this thing. As Toasty Boy's running down.
Yeah, Chief looking, spotting him out. Says, you're not getting in here without getting through me. They've already started it. They're dealing some pretty good damage to it. This isn't a must-get dragon. They definitely don't want to give up too many more. Whole team showing up. No time, though. Nice cage coming down. Good damage from the Vigor. Opting for a lot more armor this game, so he's doing quite a bit of damage. Almost finishing his death cap. Another fight breaking out here in the jungle. Chief going in, flashing. Poppy jumping to try to avoid it, ends up getting popped anyway. And we've got GCA running for their life here, trying to get out of this fight as the Wardens of the North are looking for a mid-tower.
Yeah, the big thing is that Wardens has denied GCA 2 mountain drags. You know, Cho'Gath and Nunu would love to have those right now.
Yeah, big dive, catching the Cho'Gath out. Karis goes over the wall to avoid any more tower damage, and they pick up that mid-tower. Cho'Gath went down. Did you build armor? I didn't notice. You were melted like butter. Looking really, really strong. Lots of damage coming out on the side of the Tristana and the Vigor. But great tower dive. Had the Zac going in from no vision in the jungle, and no chance for the Cho'Gath with the CC chain. So they got the Baron, they won the fight, and then they subsequently lost a fight in a tower. It's not really what we want to see when you get Baron. Still looking about 2k down, so no big gold. Not increasing the deficit too much, but we're not closing it either. So even with getting Baron, we want to see some better Baron usage, get some objectives.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, all they really managed to do was to deny Wardens from picking up another objective, because Tristana with Baron is pretty scary with how fast towers just disappear.
Yeah, absolutely. Forever pushed up pretty far. He does have the Nunu. Tristana is there, very scary. Not sure, they didn't see Chief, and Nunu's just going to nope that snowball back towards his base, and they're not going to go in there, realizing they were outnumbered and that they were about to get baited. But Forever looking like he might try to do some spicy. Got the Pink Warden, so they know that there's no chance that he sees them. And it's going to go engage on the Vigor. Very tanky Vigor. Got the new item. What's it? The Shattered
Crown
Queen?
of the Shattered Queen.
Crown of the Shattered Queen. Love that item. Super, super strong. Really helps you protect yourself against those bursty champions like Echo. Makes it pretty unfun when you're trying to burst people, and they just take no damage for the first 3 seconds that you fight them. So not getting a lot in terms of kills. Does push them off, and it was able to get the tower. So still definitely worth it, as Vigor's just looking to keep farming up and scaling.
Yeah, he can definitely take that tower against Vigor. If Karis was still there, I think Forever would want to back off. Hasn't gone too well for him the first 2 times.
Yeah, with how strong this Tristana is, Karis really needs some backup. If he's got some pretty good damage, almost finishing a death cap himself, but really probably needs some teammates with how strong Karis rather is looking right now. Just insanely strong on this Tristana. Already almost at 4 items.
I really like the back and forth from this game. It's in stark contrast to game 1 where Wardens just turned it on and hard smacked. at this point, it's really anyone's game, but it's leaning a little bit more towards Wardens with the 1.5K gold lead, and they are one dragon away from Soul as Toasty Boy is looking for a little bit of an engage here.
Yeah, I'd like to see. We need to see some good one fights coming out on the side of GCA if they're wanting to bring this one back. They are a little far behind. They're going to really need to get a pick on Karis if they're going to want to win any kind of reasonable fights, or at least be able to dive on top of him. They've got good burst potential, so they really
So
need to. They really just need to get on here. Teams posturing around
It's
here for another fight, but Dragon up in 30.
It's a little difficult for GCA. What they really need is just like one good Poppy ult to really just put the fight in their favor, and then they could clean up from there. But they really haven't managed to do that yet.
Yeah, Poppy blowing her jumping a little early, coming down, knocking away the Veigar. Not necessarily who you want to knock away. Karis dealing tons of damage, gets stunned, gets popped by the Echo. Great fight, great flank coming from the Echo, blowing up another member, running for their lives. Wardens losing their carries, can't do anything else. A great fight on the side of GCA, and they're going to secure themselves another dragon. Got a little greedy from the Zac, wanting to steal, warded out, and Forever's just going to pick up another kill. So really, really well played. He went from 2 to 9 stacks on his Dark Seal. We'll see if that ever gets upgraded. I'd like to see it get upgraded. But that's the power of Rabadons right there. He finishes Rabs, comes in, and he just started blowing people away.
So that's exactly how GCA needs to do these fights. Ult someone away with the Poppy, lock down the Tristana, and then it's a one-team fight. From there, like where's Warden's gonna get their damage? If Viger's ulted away and Tristana's dead, it's just a mop-up for GCA at that point, and they secure the drag, and they get to hold on for another couple minutes now.
Yeah, and it almost doesn't matter who you ult away. Any piece that goes away is going to be a lot better. You can ult away the front line, you can ult away the damage. Either way, you probably win the fight. Um,
As GCA
good
starts up the Baron.
Yeah, good W placement. Didn't got stunned by the gate. Poppy ult coming down, knocking the set away. They're looking for Baron here. They need to get off it. Varus needs to get over there and deal some damage. They're just gonna Nunu just gonna get blown up. They need to walk away from this one. If they can, set ult coming out. Really a lot of damage coming down. Slushy super low. Trying to stay in range to actually be able to deal some damage. Karis going in. Exhaust dropped on him. Slushy gets seen and blown up. He was super low. And Capes jumps on top. And it's just going to CC them up with Chief cleaning up the rest of them. And we'll see if 99 Forever can get out. Does pick up a kill. Good trade kill back. That was a lot of damage that just came out. Chief pretty much just disappeared in an instant. But I think this Baron's going to Wardens.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless Toasty has a miracle steal up his sleeve. Does have the blast cone, I believe, to get over there. Just need to get some vision on this and get in there and steal that. If you don't get melted by Tristana, that is.
Oh, no time.
Oh, no.
The blast cone immediately. We tried to go around first. I should have just went right for the blast cone. They knew they were on it. And the Wardens is going to pick up the Baron. But yeah, had an opportunity there. Just had to. You win a lot of smite fights with Nunu. So really just needed to get in there. Probably should have ran right to the blast cone instead of trying to go around.
You knew they had it started for about 10-15 seconds. I guess he did want to confirm vision first, but he just didn't have enough time to run back around to get to the blast cone. Because he couldn't just walk in there. He was getting melted by Tristana, who is just ridiculous at this point in the game.
Yeah, Spanaway looking a little in trouble here. Gonna have to blow the ulti. Gets stunned out, doesn't get to use it. Nunu gonna try to come in and save it. Gets the knock up, and Spanaway walks out. Great save by the Nunu. Spanaway just a little too far out of position, and Chief always looking for some good picks there.
Yeah, Chief's been on point with the Pike this game for sure. Has definitely shown why it is one of his mains.
Absolutely, and looking at Poppy Old Timer, it's pretty much already back up, so not really losing anything there. Didn't have to blow any sums. Well, didn't have any sums to blow, and really just losing the LT, which is already back up. So, great save by the Nunu there. Like to see shelling out for your teammate, showing up when they need you.
Yeah, no doubt. As we are about a minute away from Mountain Drag coming up. It's huge for Wardens as this is their soul. If GCA gets it, it keeps them in the fight just a little bit longer to try and outscale and maybe try and punish a mistake from Wardens. Death timers are going up as well, so that is something to consider as we continue on to this dragon fight.
Yeah, Warden's got the got already in place. They're early 45 seconds out. They want this soul. They're all stacked up. Tristana a little out of position. Needs to walk up. Not going to be there at the beginning of the fight. Got Poppy ulting away. Already level 17 on the Tristana doing tons of damage. Looking for the engage. We got a
Oh
pretty good
no.
flank. Oh, and the Violet Cap just getting blown up, pulled in by Chief. He's a big boy. It's hard to miss those ones. And just getting absolutely deleted. And this one is going very well for the side of Wardens.
Mud kept trying his
Doing
heart out to try and trade as many kills as he could there, but
yeah, doing everything
Dragon Soul's
he
going to Wardens.
Yeah, I think you got to try this one. Kara's just going to chase the Nunu out. 999 Forever potentially looking for something here. I don't think he goes in though. He's on the wrong side of the train tracks here, and Tristana just gonna mop up Toasty Boy, and more than likely pick up a Dragon Soul. And yep, there it goes. Didn't actually get the smite out, but so pretty close. But good try. You got to look for those because that's gonna make these team fights even harder when you're talking about trying to blow up teammates. On the side of Echo, with the extra shield, it's going to make it even harder.
At this point, GCA needs a miracle because just like in Game 1, the Vigor and the Tristana are super fed. Their team is doing a great job of protecting them and keeping them alive in these fights, and it is paying dividends for War.
Yeah, War just like absolutely getting the gold on exactly who they need to. Chief getting caught out here, probably going to go down for his troubles, but Karis just blowing one up back, jumping over. Was a little greedy. You got a lot of team there. Zach coming to bail him out, kiting out nicely, and they're just going to kill. That's the game. Doesn't even matter. He jumps in a little too far, but he's got his team there to back him up. Zach going over the top, stunning everyone up, and Karis just stepping back and cleaning everything up. Echo trying to do his best, does get the Vigor, but will most likely not be able to stop the onslaught of turret damage that is coming out of Karis.
Yeah, Carson Slushy really showing out this game again, just putting Wardens on their back and carrying them to a Game 2 victory, it looks like. Yeah.
Really well played by Wardens. They needed to win these ones. They said, no problem. We need three over the next 2 weeks. How about we get two right here, going for their third one right here. We'll see Game 3 if it's gonna be the sweep or if GCA, the favorites coming in here, can actually pick up a game. But
yeah,
very well played.
Wardens saying we're not waiting until next week. We're gonna pick up these wins today. We're getting into playoffs tonight.
That's right.
Very convincing wins.
Yeah, really well played on the side of Wardens of the North.
Can we see the damage real quick? I really want to see Karis's damage for this game.
Gonna get some try to get some damage charts up. But yeah, once again, Warden's just like picking a strong team fight, going well into the the mid game. Once again, start out a little rocky. They don't quite have the laning that GCA has, but it hasn't really mattered. She hasn't been able to capitalize on any leads that they've got in the early game. This one even getting less of a lead in the early game, and wasn't even able to secure those objectives like game one. Only getting what, one dragon. So really well played by Wardens.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to see that damage. I imagine it was a lot though. I don't think flex tape is gonna fix that shit.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You're gonna need a lot more. Maybe an entire roll might do a dent. But we're gonna need to see some major adjustments come out of GCA if they're hoping to take a game off. Because with the scaling bot lane, with the absolute dominance that they've shown from Karis and Chief Batar, we're gonna need to see some major adjustments come through if GCA is hoping to take one away here. But we'll get
Yeah.
back to you.
So, do GCA take a game off of War? Do we sing Baby It's Cold Outside? All these answers and more coming up after the break.
Welcome back to E League United. We're in a game three. Wardens coming out swinging up 2-0 against the thought to be favorite Grand Canyon Angels. Really looking strong. Wardens really winning in the draft diff, in my opinion. Drafting some really easy to execute, heavy tank, putting a lot of the carry on the bot lane, and it is working out great for them. Looking for a major adjustments coming out of GCA Game 3. What are you hoping to see, Ruckus?
Real quick, I did get Chief Batar to send me the damage charts from last game, and my God, Kars did 51,000 damage on Tristana.
Not bad. That's
Just,
just a
just
couple.
a little nutty, just a little nutty. Um, I don't know. I would like to see. Well, obviously for Wardens, they don't need to change a thing. They've seemed to have found their groove really well, drafting the way they are. I would like to see GCA pull out the kitchen sink. Let's pull some picks out that haven't been seen before. Let's try something new. What we've done the last two games hasn't worked so far, or has only worked for uh, early game, and so would like for to see them switch it up just a little bit. Are we uh are we getting in a
We
draft here?
yeah, waiting on them to get the draft started.
Here we go.
Looking at a Leona band once again, not surprising, keeping that one nice and similar. With a Aphelios coming out, getting away some of those high damage hyper carries out of the bot lane.
Come on, War,
Warden's
make
not
it
switching up.
interesting. Game three. Leave
Yeah,
Liliana open.
yeah, not taking any chances there. Like we're getting these wins today. Vex once again banned away as well. Ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't want to see what we've already in either of those come through. Still respecting the Kinch on the side of GCA caused him a lot of problems, and the respect Victor ban and opting for the Tristana this time around. We'll see if they go back to their first game pick.
Samira.
Uh,
They left the
Samir,
Samira open.
yeah, leaving the Samira open. We'll see if they pick it up or if they've got an answer for it. Um, or maybe they'll pick it away if Wardens doesn't pick it up here. But didn't like liked the Tristana less. So they first picked the Rakan, which kind of seems like they want to go for the Samira. That is what they played game one. We'll see what GCA's answer is here on their first pick.
Also, a little more insight into this draft. It was said in Twitch chat, but both captains did agree to disable Vi for this series. That is why it has not been seen for at all in the first two games, and will not be seen here as well.
And Kane Nautilus coming through. Nautilus had been banned the last two games, so they're picking it early here. Really high prio pick, really strong tanky support, and the Kane coming through. We'll see how the Kane does. Not a huge fan of Kane right now. We'll have to see how it is. I'm not sure how well it does on this new preseason patch. Warden's opting for the Zac again. Did a lot better in the jungle on the side of Wardens in game two with the Zac pick. So glad to see that come back through. I thought it did really well showing up for team fights. And the ganks, and they are going to opt for the Samira on the
There
side
it
of
is.
Wardens. So we got the Samira Rakan again on the side of Wardens, really dominant with it in game one. So repeating that, we'll see what GCA has to answer.
Yeah, GCA getting some flashbacks from game one. Uh, they did not like that. Would like to see. Okay, we're gonna get a Ziggs flex here.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if that went bot lane. Um, Not sure how well it would do into Samira. GCA banning out the Vigar. Don't want to see that. Um, we'll, but I would say pretty sure that's gonna go bot lane
Yeah, it
because
could work.
just because I think that GCA is gonna save their priority pick for their mid laner. Um, so that's why I'm gonna say that Ziggs might be going bot. It's like I said, it's a flex. Got the respect Darius ban coming through. Um, haven't seen that yet, and the ELU Urgot ban coming out as well, and ending with a Mordekaiser ban for Wardens. GCA opting for the Wukong, very strong fightery top. Um, like that pick a lot. Very annoying to play against. Very strong duelist. Warden's gonna opt for potentially the Shin here. They're hovering it.
Yeah,
See
and
what they want
Violet
here.
Cap has shown out on the Wukong in weeks past, so he is comfortable on it. He has carried games on it, so interested to see how it does in this game 3 as the Shin does get locked in.
Yeah, I like the Shin pick. I know you're a huge fan of the Shin. I will have to see. I think he's gonna have it rough on it. And the Corky coming through. Love to see it. I love Corky. Love to see it get picked here. Oh man, I'm hoping that it makes some big plays. Once again, they got some more go buttons. And GCA opting for the Yasuo. Once again, not could go bot lane, Yasuo, could go mid lane. Probably going to see Ziggs going bot with Yasuo mid, but you never know. It could get extra spicy with that flex there. But super
Here's
excited to see Corky.
yeah, here's the GCA kitchen sink. We do have the Yasuo, and he has a lot of nice setup too on his team.
Yeah,
But
expecting
once
expecting Red Cane.
Y- Yeah, maybe. Wardens once again have a very nice dive comp. They said, "We're going in, we're gonna kill you, we're gonna win game 3." Uh, I mean, Corky package ult in, Shin ulti right on top of him. He's super tanky, huge shields on the Shin ult. Um, and I think Wardens are just gonna be able to profit off of the comp that they've drafted for themselves once again. But GCA, they're a top team for a reason. They have a lot of fight left in them. There's avenues again for them to be able to take this game off of Wardens, but geez, I really like Warden's comp. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I like Warden's comp a lot too. The reason I want to see Red Cane is that would put every single member of GCA with an ability that Yasuo can ult off of, which means I want to see them hard get this Yasuo fed. I want to see them ganking that. I want to see bot roam up. I want to see top come down. I want to see the jungle sitting there. I want to see this Yasuo have all the kills. I want to see him styling on this game. I want to see some big carry
You want to
potential.
see the flashy plays, huh?
I want some big flashy plays. And like I said, with everyone having the ability to, not with the Ziggs got his bomb, Wukong obviously the big one with the knock up with the ultimate, Nautilus even, and if Kane goes Red Kane, then we've got that as two. I want to see some big ulties from the SO. So it's going to be really important that Wardens try to shut that down. It does look like they are playing heavily into it. They did go the Wukong SO, so we'll see how they focus that. They're going to try to shut that down or just not feed it. But especially with their bot lane being their primary focus, Corky, I would say, is a fairly strong pick. Um, Not super meta, not insanely strong, but still does a lot of damage. Still good mixed damage too. One thing I will say, Wardens, other than the Corky, looking a little light on AP this go around, but not too big of a problem with the only real major tanky people being the Wukong and the Nautilus and potentially the Kane. Um,
Yeah, a lot of room for flashy plays on both teams, honestly. So I think we're gonna have fireworks for game 3. Honestly, it comes all down to this, right? Do can GCA hold on to a week 1 bye? Do Wardens eliminate TAD from playoffs? We are just about 3 minutes actually about 4 minutes from getting into game and finding out how this all shakes down. I'm super excited.
Yeah, so just based on draft, I still think Wardens has a really strong draft. They've got a lot of engaged potentials. GCA has a lot of go buttons this go around too, a lot more than they've had in the past couple games. They're still going to be needing a little bit harder of a comp to to do with the Yasuo ulti comp that it looks like they're going for with the Ziggs bomb over top for just a lot of damage. But Warden's a little bit easier. We've seen Chief pilot this Rakan really successfully already. He likes to play super aggressive. He is going to be ulting on cooldown, more than likely, and obviously Karis showing out on the Samira game one. We'll just have to see if he can repeat that here in game three. Um, but overall, Wardens have to be super, super happy with how they have played this series. They came in the underdog. They've showed out 1-2 already. That means they need to go 1-4 over the next 2 weeks. But we'll see if they can just close it out, or 1-3 over the next 2 weeks, and they can secure themselves a spot, more than likely in playoffs. Another about 2.5 minutes on spectator delay, and we'll be getting into this. I want to see some spicy level ones from GC. I want to see them initiate some late invades, some spicy bush camps. I don't care
They
what it
have
is.
the team
I
for
want
it.
to see it.
Yeah, they have the Nautilus engage, and it is confirmed. We do have Mudkip on Ziggs and Forever on the Yasuo at mid lane. So I want to see them do like a late invade through mid and maybe try and pick off a member of Wardens, try and get an early game advantage going. Um, Maybe try and derail Wardens just a little bit, take a little steam out of the tank from them, and try and build a little momentum for yourself in game three.
Yeah, I mean they've looked really good in lanes, especially the very early lanes, other than maybe bot lane, where Chief and Karas have been really showing up and showing out this series. But with other than that, 999 Forever's looked really really good in the mid lane. Toasty Boys looked pretty good in the jungle. Fell behind a little in game two, but still looked pretty well. I really want to see them get more focus on 999 Forever this game. I want to see them really really focusing his lane, trying to get him ahead. He is, one of their big playmakers. I want to see him get some kills and, you know, actually be able to kind of carry this game forward and through for them, not getting to kind of avoid the sweep. Um,
Here's the thing. Wardens have absolutely shown out tonight. They've put themselves in really great situations. Um, I think GCA's biggest problem has just been draft diff. They've done well in lane, like you said, but when it's come to mid game and when it's came to team fights, it just feels like the drafts that the comps that they've drafted for themselves have just let them down. So I'm really interested to see how this all shakes out as we are about 15 seconds from loading in and getting out on the rift.
yeah, and even going kind of what you're talking about with the draft difference, it's not that the champions they're picking are bad or even non-meta. They're just picking harder to execute comps, which I think is a big problem where they're running into trouble is their comps really have to execute in a certain way or they don't work. Whereas Wardens, it's like everyone's got a go button. If you hit your go button, I hit all my go buttons, and we're looking at the result of that. Play the easier comp. Warden's up 2-0. And GCA kind of on their heels needing to pull a win out here.
Yeah, and another thing is it's just like the game is just really spiraled out of control for GCA after about the 10-15 minute mark. I would like to see them just try and slow it down and play their game, look for some picks, and get to the team fighting stage a little more equal. They did it well last game. The game wasn't really out of control at the 20-25 minute mark, but even by then, I mean, Carson Chief already had like 12 kills between them.
Yeah, it
Let's
does
just give
look
it a minute. Let's just give it a minute and see if it fixes itself. It kind of did this game one, so let's see if it'll load in and be fine.
yeah, we'll
Oh,
yeah, it does look like we're
o-
running into another issue. So we're probably more than likely gonna have to jump back into the spectator. Now, will it let you rejoin?
okay.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so we will be loading in a little bit of issues, but yeah, worldwide indie developer, low budget. They've only got like 12 games out right now with servers all over the world, so it can't be
Hey man,
expected that their stuff
hey,
works well.
they dropped all their money on Arcane. Cut them some slack.
Yeah, they made all their money back on Arcane in like 3 days. Come on,
Arcane season 2. Come on.
hire
As
hire a
we are
couple more
loaded in.
hamsters, hire a couple more hamsters to run the wheels, and we'll maybe we can get this going. So we bailed out and got back in a little quicker this time, so we might be able to catch a little bit of the early game. And And here comes the game pulling up now, and we will get rolling with it.
Hey, we're back.
Only joining about a minute late. And
Wardens did manage to get a award on Toasty Boys Raptors though.
yeah, they want to see if he starts there, and more than likely will. We'll see blue start for the Zach yet again, and not seeing any
Ooh, Chief
vision.
started sweeper. Let's go.
Yeah, that's right. Chief said we got some dead bot laners due to vision. That ain't happening this game. We'll see. He started sweeper. Um, Slushy kind of pressuring 999 forever out here early. With his range advantage, should be okay for him once he hits level 2 and he can start dashing. But no spicy level 1s, unfortunately. I really wanted to see something come out. I can't contain my sadness. Um,
How
but
will you ever manage?
I don't know. I'll try. I always do. Um, but looking at some pretty standard, everyone just kind of farming out. Slushy's wave is a little nuts. It's going to be pushing into yes, so he will be able to pick some of this up, but is going to fall a little behind in XP here for a minute until that does. Mudkip and Spanaway pushing in the lane against them as well, trying to use some of that poke advantage that they've got with the Ziggs, but not ending up with too much of a farm advantage.
So
Well,
the problem I'm seeing here is that if Toasty Boy's trying to go red cane, that pretty much means he just needs to be top lane the entire game, and he's gonna leave his bot lane to be weak side, which is not much
yeah,
going to come out of that.
yeah.
I
To
think that's
be
an issue. I think that he should be down there ganking as much as often, so that um, that they're constantly worried about getting ganked, and maybe could try and build an advantage for Mudkip and Spanaway.
Yeah. Top lane's a lot of skirmishing going on. Both laners about half HP. Violet Cap got it pushed pretty close to the tower. AS Prady just trying to farm up. And nice engage on Spanaway. Cheapatar getting super low. Tries to re-engage a little bit. Doesn't get any knockups. Mudkip just trying to throw the damage down. Zach coming over the top. And big CC, and we're going to be looking at some potential first bloods here. Spanaway getting super low, a lot of low health bars. TP's
Here
come
comes
out. There's
Shin.
another TP coming down. First blood for Ziggs. Oh, everybody's here. Taunt comes out. Toasty Boy getting super low. Nice re-engage from the Rakan. Even more TP's coming down.
Here
Super
come
low
the
health
999
bars.
bros.
Everybody's getting so low, and everyone's just gonna have to run now with Violet Cap just barely getting out. Slushy and ASD Pretty and Chief are the only ones left standing. on the side of GCA. Really, really early game team fighting here. Ends up with a 1-2 kill advantage to GCA here.
So
Picking up both kills in the bot lane.
that's exactly what GCA needed. 2 kills ahead on their bot lane. Gonna get to be able to back with some extra gold in their pockets. Let's see if they can keep this tempo up.
Yeah, Slushy farming up the mid lane, pushing it out. He needs to reset, hasn't backed yet. Samir getting back to lane pretty quick, picked up a call. Ziggs coming back with a tier and a amplifying tome. Looks like they're going to take another base here as everyone's just resetting and getting back into their lanes after a very, very exciting skirmish where all TPs were blown in the first 5 minutes. What more can you expect from a very, very necessary Game 3 must-win for both teams at this point?
Yeah, absolutely. As Toasty Boy coming in on the Shin, just got a taunt away though.
Yeah, big wave to be trying to gank on, get some damage down, and then ends up just having to walk away as bot lane's trying to do some poking of their own. Not a lot of damage coming out. Unfortunately, that double buffs ended up on Nautilus, but that's just how it goes sometimes. And 99 Forever finally able to fight back a little bit, does end up getting a farm lead of his own now that he's got a couple levels under him. Can really start abusing the weak early game of the Corki, the range advantage not mattering as much any longer.
Yeah.
All waves pushing in for GCA. Zach coming back bot. Tries to jump on the Ziggs, but gets blasted away immediately. Span away in a tough spot. Probably just going to blast cone over and get out.
Yeah, really unlucky that Kapesk didn't just focus the Nautilus, who's cut off right there in your own side of the jungle. Maybe they should have just gone for that instead of trying to run Mudkip down, who was clearly going to just get away.
Yeah, and, you know, really well played by Mudkip there to time the bomb to bounce Zach away as he's coming in, so he doesn't even get knocked up. And now we've got Wardens going for this dragon here. They know they're on it. It's super low. They probably won't have time. Nice block by Karis on the Nautilus hook, and Wardens pick up the first dragon. Finally, we will not have a Mountain Soul, so no more tanky boys.
Shen ulti coming in.
Yeah, they're just going to run down Span away with everybody they've got. They said, we want this kill that badly.
Not getting away this time, sir.
Yeah, and Karis picking that one up. Gonna get a little guild on him as well. Kapesk and
oh no, Toasty.
Fighting over the scuttle, a little bit of a miss-smite there. As 999 Forever has got this lane super shoved in. Warden's bot lane shoving it too. Probably gonna take a base here. So once again, we've got Wardens getting the early dragons as in contrast from game 1, similar to game 2. But you know, we're really gonna need to see some strong objective control on the side of GCA if they're gonna want to win this one. They can't let giveaway objectives like they did in game 2. If they're gonna want to come back and play this one, they really need to start getting a lead early. 100 gold like they have right now is not going to do it.
Yeah, really would like to see Toasty Boy, if he's going for the red form, to try and be top lane just a little bit more. I mean, we are just in the early minutes of this game, so it's fine for now. It does look like...
it does look like their Wardens is going for the Rift Herald here. Corki does walk over a pink ward, so they will know.
Shin completely zones Violet Cap off from being able to walk down into it.
Yeah, that's package coming out, big damage going down, but it looks like Kane is just going to run down. Oh, gets a little bit too low, and he's going to have to walk out himself. Big damage coming out. Yasuo ulti coming through, doesn't end up picking him up. Stabs and dashes his way through. It's just trying to run down poor poor Shin now, and we'll see if he can pick this one up. Oh, nice, nice Shin W there. Oh, just barely, barely not enough. He's got some assistance coming up now. Hey, finally got him. Very well played by Shen. Almost got away there. That's exactly what you want to see. You want Forever to get those kills and get picked up as Slushie comes back in, use the teleport, and 999 Forever is running for his life. Nice dodges, and oh, that is a lot of damage coming down, and Slushie goes down again, and so does Kapesk. They should give that to 999 Forever, in my opinion. He doesn't want it. He walks away, and he's going to take it back here.
That is exactly what GCA needed right there. Forever managing to pick up 2 kills there, and all those sidesteps. Slushie TP'd back there to try and help his teammates out, and got picked off for his troubles.
Yeah, big engage by Chief here. Chief Patar going in with the Rakan ulti on cooldown, ends up picking up Nautilus with the help of AS Brady with the Shin ulti. Yeah, he is liking this engaged champions. He's going in every time that ulti is up. He is engaging. He is using it on cooldown. He's got it. Why not use it? And they get a kill for it. Another one going on Samira.
Not only that, but the Shin utility is coming in huge for Wardens, because every time they fight bot lane, you just get a huge Shin ulti right on top of you, and you get another kill for Samira.
Yeah, and they probably wouldn't have got that without that. They didn't need the shield, but what they did need was the taunt, and it came through, locked up Nautilus long enough for Samira to pick up the kill. So, and now we've got very good rotation. Shin went mid, Corki went top to cover lanes, and GCA went ahead and picked up the Rift Herald at the same time here. Or rather, Wardens picked up the Rift Herald.
Yeah, and
really
Shin's
well
been bought twice now, and he's only about 14 CS down from Violet Cap, so he's been managing to farm well when he has been in positions to farm, which is huge for Shin, especially when you're constantly on the other side of the map. So very nicely done.
Yeah, and he should be down there. I mean, they both teleported the first time, and then but he obviously has the ulti to get down there as well. But he probably will be down there about twice as much. Spanaway caught out a little bit here. Chief and ASD Pretty getting some damage down. Not quite enough to take him out. Only about probably a 6 of his HP gone. Big jump by Kapesk getting in, knocking the blast cone. Won't be able to get away. Karis laying down the damage now. Nautilus ulti coming out, won't do much, and big damage coming through, taking out poor Spanaway. Just couldn't get away. Too many members, too much CC, and just way too much damage. And another kill going on to Karis.
I mean, Mudkip did his best there, kiting that out as best he could. He just doesn't quite have the damage yet.
Big engaged. Nice Yasuo ult. Not going to do much. I don't think they've got enough. Wukong coming through with the ulti. Yes, Forever does go down, but Wukong does pick up a kill. He probably will run off Chief Patar here as well.
Oh, nice.
As Toasty Boy's trying to get Slushie. He's so low. Just needs a little bit more, and he will get him. And GCA are going to pick up their dragon here, and it will be the Hextech dragon.
Very nicely done by GCA there. Managed to get the Yasuo ult on about 3 or 4 members of Wardens there. Managed to get huge damage down, allowing the rest of his team to clean up, get some kills, and secured the dragon.
Yeah, it doesn't pick up too much himself. He was super low when he got it off, but it does slow him up. They can't, you know, basically just locks him up, where his team can deal a lot of damage with the, especially with the Wukong ulti. And Mudkip already level 9 compared to Spano at level 6. So a little bit of a level lead for GCA here in the bot lane.
Yeah, it's a little difficult. I mean, Spanaway's been roaming a lot, and he's gotten caught out a couple of times, so he is a little further behind in levels. Hopefully he'll be able to catch some experience and get back up. I mean, Chief is only level 7, so yeah, he's behind. He's not that far behind, though.
Yeah, not too bad. Surprised to see might kip up a level despite being down over 30 CS. A lot of damage going down on this tower. Does look like they will probably get it unless some major intervention comes through. It's
Corky does
close.
have package though.
Yeah, Corky's got package. Everyone's down. Zigults comes out. They've got members there. A lot of people coming through. Yasuo ulti comes out. Zach's joined the party. Everybody's coming down super low. Shin there. It does get taken out by the Nautilus. Actually picks it up with the Ignite. Forever dashing around, getting a lot of damage out. Wukong ulti coming through. Karis does go down, gets locked up as Slushy's trying to do it on the backside, but he's on the wrong side of the wall. Doesn't able to get anything down, and they will just take this tower.
So
really,
these
really
picks,
well played.
these picks have been huge for GCA. Yasuo's online, Kane's online, and Ziggs is also as well getting in on the action. But the comp that GCA have drafted for themselves here is the difference now. Corky package, it got him into the fight, but he ulties in, and all of a sudden he's got a Kane ulting him, and he gets zoned off of it, and the rest of GCA are just left to clean up from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're not online yet. They picked a little bit of a later scaling comp, but GCA doesn't exactly fall off with the Ziggs and the Yasuo. We've got 5-1 Kane in the jungle as well. Toasty Boy really, really going well this game. He's already got his form, so he did go red. So we've got a Yasuo ult option on every member of GCA. And so far they've been pretty big, and Yasuo's, like you said, already coming online. Got his mythic done, working his way towards what's most likely going to be an IE.
Not only that, but the top half of GCA's team is 2 levels up from their opponents. Violet Cap's at 10, Toasty's 10, Forever's 11. So I mean, they just have innate advantages in these fights, and they keep fighting. Wardens keeps fighting, and GCA has a clear advantage. I mean, at this point, they can't really 5v5 fight. They need to look for some picks to try and get an advantage. I mean, GCA's got a 5k gold lead at this point, almost 6k gold. So it's really difficult for Wardens. They need to try and farm up a little bit. The next drag is up in a minute and a half. Try and farm up, get some levels, and think about how they want to approach these fights.
Yeah, I mean, other than Samira, every single member is down in farm on the side of Wardens. Got about 20 CS in the top lane, about a little under 20 in the jungle, and about 20 in the mid lane as well. So we're looking pretty significant CS deficits on already a game where you're down, 6 kills to 14 kills. So, pretty significant gold and experience difference here, as Forever's going to go in on Shin here. Going to try to pick him out, holding his ulti, not going to go in, just going to walk away as Capes comes down to try to clean this up. Taking a lot of damage. Capes doing pretty well with the microwave tactics here, as Corky comes down, but does get knocked up and ulted by the Yasuo. Got 2 different fights going on here, as Toasty Boy gets taken out by half the Wardens, and 999 Forever gets taken out by the other half of Wardens. So really, really well played. Didn't have all their team there. Dragon up in 8 seconds. Don't know why you guys are top lane. You need to be down at the Dragon. At this point, just need to give it. They're going to get bot tower and a Dragon for their well played in positioning there, and they're going to lose basically second Rift Herald. So shouldn't be too bad.
That's exactly what GCA didn't need to do. Not only did Slushy get a bounty in that fight, Karis got a bounty in that fight. And on top of that, they got objective bounties from the tower bot lane and from Dragon. So GCA, Wardens managed to cut GCA's gold lead in half in the last minute, just from that fight.
In one fight. Now, GCA's got a lot of map pressure. Wardens did pick up a tower bounty. It is their first tower they've gotten, whereas they've already got tier 2 in mid and bot, and tier 1 and top lane. So they've got a lot of map pressure with that. But you can't give too many more of those away. for Wardens is not going to let you get away with it. They're just going to take the lead and take the game again.
Yeah, Carson and Slushy are just too good at the game to you to be force feeding them gold.
Yeah, Violet kept going really hard in here on the Zac, blowing his ultimate. Doesn't end up getting him, running him off. Not sure they want to go that hard on him. Little tanky, a little hard to take down, especially with not a lot of team members around. Maybe hold that for another pick, but does have to back anyway, and they are just going to steal the red buff. But,
I mean, GCA does have a lot of pressure still, but like you said, you can't be giving Wardens ways to get back in the game like that. After you've worked so hard to build a lead in this game 3, to try and keep your hopes of getting a first round bye in playoffs. So
yeah, really strong early. This is actually the first game with the objective bounties. The other ones were so close they didn't come into play. So really great early game by GCA. But like we're saying, gotta really be careful. You were up about 5. Now you're only up about 3. So another hard lost fight like that last one, or a couple people get caught out, we're gonna be looking at even less of a lead.
yeah, it was
So
more than that. It was almost 7K gold, and
yeah.
it's been cut in half at this point. So really,
yeah, Corky Package posturing, looking for another fight here, possibly around blue buff. Not a lot of objectives up. Zac going over top, Corky going as well. Got GCA like just not having all their members there, and Slushy gets caught in the back line and just gets railed. And now, well, once again, look, they didn't have their whole team there, and Wardens was grouped up,
huge
looking
quadra
for a
kill.
Massive team fight. They only had 3 members there. The rest of their team hadn't got there yet, and so they just engaged where they had numbers. Great Corky package, great engaged by Capes. Wiped their whole team, and now they're going to pick up the Baron here. And what happened? Who did we say had a gold lead here? I can't remember. Because now it's Wardens that has a gold lead. Only 500,
Yeah.
but still.
Yeah, and you hear when Corky package gets picked up, GCA just cannot be there in that spot, in that choke, because what happens? Corky just ults down the highway, and you get 2 members split off like that, just taking massive damage. And now Wardens have a Baron. Let's see what they can do with it.
Yeah, not only you got Corky package, you got knock up by Zac, Corky package over top, and then you can't get out of it because Chief's got you all charmed up, who's actually running a perfect game right now, 0-10. Really playing well. So star of the show, kind of not as much down in the bot lane. Capes still playing really well, but not really taking, Kara's still playing really well, not really taking over like he did in the last 2 games. Really more of a team-oriented win condition this time, but still, Warden's playing super well, coming back from such a massive gold disadvantage.
Yeah, and I mean, Wardens just have so much utility with the champs that they've gotten. You get the Shin ulti, Zac jumps in, you get the charm from Rakan, and it just leaves Slushy and Kars to clean up from there. And it's been working out for them in the last couple of minutes to be able to crawl back in and actually assert themselves with a minor gold lead at this point in the game.
Yeah, and they've got Shen pushing top. He can TP in. He's almost got his ultimate back up, it looks like. So he will be here for this dragon fight here in 30 seconds. GCA wants this dragon. They need to start stacking them up. They don't want to give up too many since they've lost the last 2 fights and they no longer have a gold lead. But they're just getting poked out right now by this Corky. Zig's playing really far back, not really getting any damage down at all. Spanaway already taking about 1/3 of his HP. Hook goes a little wide there. They're just posturing for vision. A little bit of damage down on Corky, but Shin takes a tower just as Dragon comes up, and they're going to be looking to engage on this. Can they burn it down quick enough, or is the fight going to start? Looks like they're just going to try to get the Dragon, and they do pick it up, and now they're looking for the fight. Kapaska a little far behind his team. They are running and trying to get him, but he's just going to jump out. And 2 TPs going top to try to stop that, and Shin is just going to Baron recall and get away. Chief looking for a engage here now. He sees GCA, sending a lot of their members out of here. and now they're just looking to get top with their Baron minions. So
I think Chief could have ulted at the beginning of the fight before GCA started up that dragon, and they could have gotten in there and gotten onto
yeah,
GCA. But
nice catch by Toasty Boy. Engaged now by 99 Forever, ulting on the Violet Cap Wukong ult. Wukong shredding, doing a lot of damage. Really good ulti coming out. Massive shield coming through. Toasty Boy trying to stay alive. Corki just laying down massive damage as Mudkip just has to run away. Can't get enough damage down. He can't get close enough. So really nice catch on the side of GCA. Didn't matter. They're not as fed as they used to be. And now we're looking at a 4K gold lead, almost 5K. Well, but yeah, no 4K gold lead from the side of Wardens. So talk about flipping the script. Once again, Wardens down means nothing. We've got our team pick, our team comp. We know what we want to play. You can get a little ahead. We're just going to group up and fight you when we've got a numbers advantage, and we're going to pull it back. And now they can't fight anymore. It seems like.
yeah, Violet Cap got a nice ulti off there for the Yasuo, but it just didn't even matter. GCA do secure the dragon, but Wardens is just getting to a point where they're gonna be just too fed, even for GCA to do anything about it at this point.
Yeah, they lost the dragon. I don't know that they needed to send two top. Shin was backing already. I don't know that you need to teleport for that. You definitely don't need to send both people. Especially since he's got Baron recall and he could just get out and as
Yeah,
soon as your TP
that had to
starts.
be a miscommunication, or both. They did it both at the same time. Someone
Mm,
needed to communicate that they were gonna do it. Um, Definitely didn't need to send two there.
yeah. Um, but and then they lose the subsequent fight even after a misengage by Chief blowing his ultimate and Zach getting picked out. They still weren't able to kill him, and even on the re-engage, they just lost the fight. They just weren't strong enough. Couldn't get on the carries once again, which has been a problem. We're looking at the score table here. The gold once again exactly where it needs to be. We've got 7-3 Samira, 8-4 Corki. So their carries have the gold, and everyone else is doing really well supporting them.
Yeah, I mean, in that last fight, both Karis and Slushi were able to pick up double kills as Spanaway needs to be careful up there walking around in that fog. I mean, if GCA can get on the Corki and the Samira and get those shut down, they'll be right back in this.
Yeah, big engage. Zach going in, jumping over top, taking a lot of damage. Capes might have bit off a little more than a chew spin away, or
Oh, it's
Capes
huge.
that huge ultimates going out. Mudkip finally getting some damage down. Car
I,
is just absolutely deleting everybody as
oh
GCA
no.
can do nothing but get ulted in the. So once again, what looked like a bad fight potentially for Wardens ends up with a GCA loss. Just because of they're just not as strong anymore. Samira once again is a little too much to handle. Um, you know, Wardens once again doing a great job peeling their carries, and they're gonna get another Baron here.
Yeah, and I mean, the Samira, it looked like she was going to go down there. She just heals so much when she gets that ult off. It looks like the heal cut for GCA is just coming in too late, as Forever and Mudkip do have some heal cut, but they're not completed items yet, and we're at 30 minutes in the game.
Yeah, Rakan's already got his full completed, heal reduction. We've got a Thorn Mail on Zach. So even with less healing on the side of outside of Yasuo and Kane, but with the Samira, it's just all about the healing. You got to get that heal cut because she'll just heal her whole health bar back, especially when she gets a massive Shin ult shield on top of her. But looking like posturing around this dragon. GCA did get there early. So Warden's is going to have to come into them. But with how strong they are, they shouldn't be too afraid. No
Oh, they are just
Corki,
melting this drag.
and they just melted it. And Warden's just waiting a little too long. You see how they do in the subsequent fight. Forever getting super low. Forever goes down. And once he goes down, they just mop up
Oh,
everybody else.
Jesus.
And Quadra kill coming through on Karis. Great. Once again, just absolutely showing out on the Samira, dealing insane amounts of damage. Really, really well played. They're definitely going to get inhib here on the mid lane. They might even get a top. Death timers are pretty long. They could potentially even go for the end here. We'll just have to see how much they want it. They do have Baron. I would say they could they definitely have enough time to end. They are just melting these towers. And that is going to be a 3-0 sweep by Wardens of the North. And they have absolutely 100% earned a spot here in the playoffs.
So, if what Nitro was saying to me earlier is confirmed, I believe with Wardens securing the sweep here, they are officially locked in for playoffs, and I think that potentially means that TAD is out of
Outside looking
playoffs.
in. Yes.
Yes.
Controlling their own destiny here, walking in, needing to take a couple games, take them all. Great series here. Wardens playing super well. GCA just couldn't get their team comps once again, playing a little too, I think a little too hard to execute team comp. Yasuo getting blown up too early in that last fight means that when the Wukong ult comes through, there's no follow up with the Yasuo ult. Overall, really, really well played by Wardens. Congratulations on your sweep. And any final closing thoughts here, Ruckus, before we end in the show here?
So, Mikey Poo has confirmed TAD is officially eliminated from playoffs. Um, just looking at thanks Chief, he sent me the damage charts, and we do have almost 25,000 damage on the Samira and a clean 20,000 on Corki. The closest on GCA side was Mudkip piloting the Ziggs with 22,000. So again, just the carries for Wardens. They got ahead. They pushed their leads, managed to pick up more kills, and they put Wardens on their back and carried them to the playoffs.
Yeah,
Um,
just yeah,
do
really.
we want to try and interview someone from Wardens?
Yeah, totally. I'm down.
Okay.
Who do you wanna bring in?
Let me see if let me at them.
Hey,
Oh
to interrupt
oh
that. There is a way for TAD to still make playoffs.
oh.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
stream life support.
Thanks for hijacking in here, Nitro. Really
I'm
appreciate it.
sorry. I literally said it in chat. I asked politely. Okay.
Uh,
Uh,
you should
s-
ping us. But
I'm very sorry.
So
So
how can TAD
the
make
we
it?
only way TAD makes playoffs is if
Capes,
LLW.
can you get in fun and games lobby? We can't pull you in here. We don't have that permission, but get in funny games and we'll go ahead and talk with you.
I think I can pull them in here. Yeah, there you go. I pulled them in.
Awesome.
Uh,
Awesome. Awesome.
so yeah, I can do that for you. Also, right. So if LLW goes 0-3 and TAD 3-0s, then TAD makes it, and LLW is eliminated.
Thank you, Nitro.
But TAD is on life support. Thank you.
Sheesh.
All right.
Capesk, congratulations on 3-0ing GCA and securing your team playoffs. How do you feel right now?
I feel good. My team pulled their shit together, and we smoked some kids today. So we kind of just played our
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've yeah, so we were talking about we were looking but all three drafts we kind of were favoring you guys. How did you guys feel about the way that GCA was drafting compared to what was your draft strategy?
Um, Honestly, it just kind of felt like after game one, they weren't really taking anything away from us. So we just were running it back at them because it was working, and we were just kind of waiting for them to make the change in draft, and they never did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. No,
it definitely played out for you guys very well in the 3-0 sweep. So did you guys spend a lot of time preparing for GCA or over the
No,
last week or
no,
no?
we spent like maybe 15 minutes.
15 minutes. How confident are you guys coming in this? Because initially you were considered the underdogs coming in
We
here, but
thought we could 2-0 them. Like, or not 2-1 them. We thought we could go 2-1. We weren't expecting a 3-0, that's for sure.
no.
We were
Yeah.
kind of thinking we were going to have to take one of our last 3 games next week from TKK. But
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, after game one, we were kind of like, okay, we could probably win them all. Like we weren't expecting them to really like after we kind of shit the bed in the first 10-15 of game 1 and then just kind of came back and flipped that game on its head pretty hard. We were kind of thinking, okay, well they're just gonna let us do whatever we want to do. They're not gonna really
Yes.
challenge us on it.
Same thing. Same thing. Game 3, almost 7K down, 2 fights, brought it back to a gold lead. Really just
Yeah, we're
seemed
just
like
confident our team fighting's just better. We're
Yeah.
a really good team fighting team. So I mean, you're gonna have to have a pretty fat lead on us to make it so our team fights can't really do anything. If you give us openings, we're gonna smack you in the face with it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
one
definitely exploited it.
Yeah, one thing I really liked about the way you guys were playing was you guys would really, even when you were down, you would take fights, but always when you had numbers advantage. Did it a couple times game 1 and a lot in game 3, where you guys would just catch out, forever in the bot lane, cut them out, and then there was a time where you caught 3 up in top blue side jungle before everyone else could show up, and I just thought you guys played that super well. Is that something you guys like practice, or is that just kind of grouping as your style and team fighting is what you're looking for?
Um, I mean, our practices, if you've ever been in them, are anything but textbook. So, and we usually look like bronze players half the time. So, I mean, we don't really practice a whole lot of that stuff. It's mostly like post 15. We try and kind of figure out where the map state is, and figure out what we have to do to really put the game in our hands. And that's just kind of what we did today. And they didn't really challenge us on it, like I was saying earlier.
Yeah, I feel you. LLW's team practices can be a little chaotic sometimes as well. But very very impressed with how you guys played
Yeah, you
today.
guys slapped us on what was that, Tuesday?
Uh, I mean, oh, that was this week. But
That
you
was
guys,
this week.
you guys, hey, you guys showed out on stage. That's all that matters. You took a 3-0 win. You're confirmed for playoffs. So, congratulations. I don't have any more questions. Seta, if you do,
Yeah, thanks.
No, appreciate you coming in for the interview. Really, really
yeah,
great
thanks.
games. Yeah, enjoyed watching it. And yeah, congratulations on playoffs.
I
Thanks.
pinged. I pinged you guys. I pinged you guys.
Yeah, you can
I'm
come
not
in,
saying
Mikey.
that fast.
A minute. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can come in, Mikey. It's
I
not like you
pinged
run
you.
the league or anything.
I pinged you guys respectfully to jump in.
Okay, come on in,
Appreciate
Mikey.
it.
I
Appreciate
wanted
it.
I wanted to ask
Oh,
Hess, do you have one thing to say to TAD for basically destroying their playoff dreams?
hey,
Basically.
they're still possibly in. I mean, if
Well,
LLW doesn't win a game and TAD, I mean, no shade to Rev, but that should be a 3-0 for TAD.
yeah.
But
All right. I just
I mean,
wanted an apology.
in reality, it's just LLW's got to pull at least a game out. But I think, I mean,
Been kind of hard lately.
TAD, who's on TAD again?
That's Dream, Sunny, Asian Minor,
Dream,
and Shreese.
yeah. They got Dream.
I
I
just
remember
want-
Dream pops off on his call.
I just
Yeah.
wanted an official apology on stream. That's all.
Oh, an
No, I'm
official
just kidding.
apology? No, I'm not sorry. I mean,
I'm just kidding.
so I mean, just all I can say there
Hey,
is,
he's here to win,
be
man.
better.
Come on.
Hey,
You know,
That's
but
all I wanted to say. Have a good one, casters. Bye.
I do got to
Bye,
shout out
Mikey.
Slushy though. Slushy was talking this whole week about going up against Forever, and he's been like even the last 2 weeks he's been talking about it. So
Been
I'm
itching
happy he
for it.
came out and he just, I mean, he's been itching for it, but like also like saying he thinks he's gonna get clapped. So and then he kind of came out, took the bat from him, and hit him with it. So
Yeah, definitely. A little rough early laning, but ended up being huge impact, especially late game, along with obviously your guys' bot lane really, really strong. Karis just absolutely showing out today, along with Chief, who's just ever aggressive on the support picks. But yeah, really, really impressed with the games today. Really
yeah, they were
liked you
good
guys'
games.
drafts.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, I mean we're happy with them. I mean they could have gone either way a few times for sure.
Yeah, but you
So
played
I
them
mean,
out, and you took them. You played them out, and you took your advantages when you could get them, and it was really banger games, and really fun to watch.
yeah, looking to see definitely looking to see GCA in playoffs.
Yeah,
They're gonna be good.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm sure they can turn it around. Just fix
Uh,
up some draft decisions. I think they could do better. But
yeah, I'd like to play them again in uh a best of five. See how that goes.
Yeah.
yeah,
Any final thoughts, Kapesk?
No, I mean it's a good series from them. Uh, I guess if we play again, just uh be willing to adapt draft. That's really it. Because
Awesome.
yeah.
if you're gonna let us play our game, we're gonna show you how well we can team fight.
Absolutely.
Thanks for
Any
joining
final thoughts?
us.
Yeah, really
Yeah, thanks
No,
for
appreciate it,
having me.
Kapesk. Absolutely. Well, that's all. That's all for us today. Week 8 ELU Wardens of the North 3-0 over the Grand Canyon Angels, securing their spot in the playoffs. Join us next week. We got some more bangers for you. Thanks, everybody.
bye.